storming the court, flags are waving. I mean, for a series 1-1, that seems like a little overreaction, doesn't it?
Well, they beat Wemby's team. I'd be excited too.
Yeah, storm the court? Storm the court excitement? I mean, I thought UMBCC just beat Virginia in the NCAA tournament.
And it's nice seeing Bruce Bowen do the commentary on NBA.com. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, what does he add? I didn't hear it. I'm asking sincerely.
Oh, it's just about Spurs culture and things like that. But I didn't catch much of it because I was doing my show from 12 to 3.
All right, so these two guys on the broadcast, Bruce Bowen is sitting out, looks like maybe on his back patio, and Kevin Donna is in his mother's basement broadcasting this game.
Where's the meatloaf?
Well, I mean, serious. Remember the John Clayton commercial with the Slayer? I mean, he's got posters on his ceiling and all over his wall. I mean, he's literally at his mom's house.
Yeah, and Bowen, you can tell it's outside on the back porch. Very, very nice.
Have you seen him smoke a cigar yet?
Have not yet, no.
You know, because I mean, I don't know if that's at the house or if he's at the golf club, ready for this game to end so he can go get in 18.
Yeah,
although he's not wearing a golf shirt. I don't know.
But Wemby, man, that's all it is. But I got excited because I was putting together the show. And I was like, oh my God, Wemby's playing during the show. So I had to give updates every 15 minutes, and Spence was giving me crap about it.
I heard that.
He was like, well, do we need to have an update every 15 minutes? Like, damn straight we do. San Antonio wants to know what Wemby's doing out there. We were knocking on wood the entire time that Wemby did not get hurt. But I'm happy to report they did a pretty decent game. He had a decent game.
Well, I've heard over in Europe, getting 20-plus points is hard to do. So that's a hell of an accomplishment.
Dude, Jokic says that. Jokic has said that. Luka, Doncic has said that.
Yep.
Giannis has said that as well, because it's different. Look at how at the American players, when they play FIBA ball, when they play in the Olympics, they get pissed off because they're roughing me up a little bit. They play essentially 80s and 90s basketball in Europe. I'm not saying that the players are as good.
No, the players aren't nearly as good, but the game is a little bit tougher. It's a little bit more playground.
Yes, exactly what it is.
Which is fair. All right, so you said a whole lot of things that catch me up, because I had no idea, honestly, until I heard you say during Jimenez and Spence that Wemby was actually playing today.
Most of the shots that he missed today were attempts at tip-ins. So it wasn't like he was missing a bunch of jumpers or anything like that. I got to see him run the break a few times. One of the last plays of the game, he had a 3-on-1 fast break. He was dribbling up the middle, pass to the right, got the assist. Seemed to be a pretty good teammate out there. Even when he wasn't playing, he was part of the game, if you will, in the sense that, go to timeout, go and congratulate all his teammates. He seemed to be a pretty good teammate out there, but I enjoyed watching it.
So I can see how this is going to go. This is going to be awesome once the season begins, because Wemby might miss 10 million shots, but I guarantee you he's the best guy. I don't know what, it wasn't his fault. It was tip-ins. It wasn't this.
His shot is fine, but
my gosh,
his tip work needs some work.
Michael Jimenez is slobbering over here. I mean,
literally,
drool is running down his chin.
There's a reason he's not on the YouTube live stream, because he's got a little wet spot over by one of his boobies.
I wanted the tank. We got the tank, and this is what we got. And we never got an apology.
You're
from
not going to get an apology.
What do you want an apology for?
You're about to get your ass
tank. It's not going to work. 86% chance of it not happening. Dude. At least acknowledge the fact that the tank worked.
What? The Spurs got lucky as hell.
They did.
That's what happened.
Come on, Joe. They put themselves in the right position to get lucky as hell.
So did Houston. So did Detroit. So did Charlotte.
I mean,
they didn't get lucky.
They
did the same thing.
Pick a weekend. We all go to Vegas. Actually, let me rephrase. You and I go to Vegas, and we're both sitting at the blackjack table, and one of us does really well and one of us doesn't. But we both put ourselves in position to win. And that's what the Spurs did.
Look, I got no problem with R.C. Buford and that horseshoe he has up his butt.
It's called a blue chair. It's a blue chair.
I think it's fantastic.
The famous blue chair.
Again, I'm happy the Spurs got lucky.
You sound it.
I'm happy the Spurs got lucky. Dude, I'm a Spurs fan. I've been covering this team for 30 years. I want them to succeed. But I will not apologize for not wanting tanking. I can't stand it. It's professional sports. And it's blatant, and it's wrong. That's all I'm saying.
We tanked for Wemby. We also tanked for Tim Duncan.
I will not apologize for not wanting a professional sports team to lose on purpose.
And nor should you. And the people like Jimenez that want an apology are idiots.
And they're not getting one. So there you go.
Although I don't blame them for trying.
Well, they can try all they want.
I mean, because Michael Jimenez, like Rudy J, professional trolls, and they know how to push your button just right. And that is exactly what Michael Jimenez is doing.
I've been doing it for 25 years.
Look, Jimenez,
Eloy on San Antonio Sports Stars YouTube channel says, I tune in for a real sports show and I still hear Jimenez. I mean, the reality is, Jimenez takes forever to clean up. And because Wemby was on TV, not even really, it was on the internet. Michael was moving a little bit slower. And to give you an idea, we're all old enough to remember before cable, when we had the little box that went to channel 99, and when your parents weren't around, you would go to channel 99 and it would be a little blurry.
The squiggly lines.
Yeah, but then every now and then you might get a clear shot.
Well, it didn't matter about the clear shot. It was all about the sounds.
Well, but Michael,
they were very clear.
Michael Jimenez is glued to his iPad, watching that Wemby as if he's hoping to see those lines clear up for just a moment. And as soon as Wemby did something worthy, it was as if 13-year-old Jimenez saw a nipple. I mean, it was
some glory hole.
Right.
He is still staring at it, and the show has ended for a while.
He
has not looked up this entire time. We're 8 minutes into the Blitz, and the dude is still here.
Dude, I tell you what, come training camp, just have a bunch of Kleenex in this room. Because Jimenez will be slobbering and doing other things all over the place in here.
Other things?
Other things, yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for sticking around.
Jerks.
Oh. All right, Jimenez.
Would you get the hell out of here already and take that In-N-Out smell with you?
Oh my God!
I mean, seriously,
dude, that's another thing.
Can you put the trash can on the outside of the studio?
How do you bow down and support a California company?
That was not supporting a California company. That was a lost bet. So just like when I paid up with you and I got you a bottle of Basil Hayden that I lost.
But that's from Kentucky.
Dude,
In-N-Out was awful. It was trash.
In-N-Out is fine when you're in California.
It's horrible.
And you can't say anything because Whataburger's a Chicago-based company now.
Well, it didn't start that way.
No, but they've turned south.
They're still better than In-N-Out.
They are. But thanks for not getting us a burger. He offered me one
I
earlier.
didn't get an offer.
Well, you weren't around.
What?
What bothers me is James Pledger was like, hell yeah, I want one. Yeah, I want one.
What? We'll eat anything.
Yeah, but literally, I brought Pledger probably quarter to half pound of tri-tip.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, over the weekend, I did tri-tip.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's my wife and I. You get a 3.5 pound
Can't eat it all.
tri-tip.
No way.
And so, plenty of leftovers. And James was just casually yesterday going, so that tri-tip looked good. It was.
Absolutely.
It was. No leftovers? Yeah, Pledge, actually, there's a bag that I made for you, but it's still in the fridge. I forgot it. It's Monday.
Well, you said that yesterday.
Yeah, and that's what he said. Well, I brought bread. I'm ready for that tri-tip sandwich. I'm good to go. I remembered it today.
Was it good, Pledge?
He doesn't know. Dude went In-N-Out instead.
Oh.
Not instead.
I'll eat the tri-tip.
You ate an In-N-Out burger and tri-tip.
You're shocked?
Not really. Actually, maybe a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
So is there any of that is there any of that tri-tip left?
A little bit.
Is that your dinner tonight, or are you going to share with Joe?
I'll share with Joe.
No, I'm good. I don't need anything. I'm just saying I'm okay, Pledge. It's all you. I got to make something. I don't know how I got kicked out of that.
Slobber on it. Wasn't Jimenez watching Wemby?
Man, I tell you what, that dude.
That was a little awkward, wasn't it?
It's awkward. It's creepy.
I mean, that is a grown-ass man and a 19-year-old boy.
I'm telling you, it's creepy as hell.
Dude, I get it though. I mean, I was talking to a friend last night, and like, when does summer league start? Do you think Wemby will go to Summer League?
Of course he will.
Do you think? I mean, honestly, and he's in the European playoffs right now.
He's got to learn the Spurs system. Yeah, I think he goes. Look,
if he goes to Summer League, maybe at most 2 games, maybe 1. Just
they
to get
didn't
him
have
a little
Summer
bit of
League
run.
back then, Pledge. They had a rookie league, and it was in Salt Lake City for a week, and Tim Duncan played every day. I was there. They didn't have a Summer League, though. It was called the Rookie League. I'm just saying. Tim didn't. This guy. I had to spend 7 long-ass days in Salt Lake City trying to get packages, 3 of them a day, out of Tim Duncan.
And when you say packages, for those that don't understand TV terminology.
Stories.
Yes.
Okay, stories. And Mr. Duncan was not very talkative back then.
Hey, nothing's changed.
Yeah, well, it's a hell of a lot better than it was.
I saw Vanessa Macias post on Facebook the story about Tim going to work, and she said, "Did somebody tell Tim?" Yeah, I don't know that he knows he's going to work with Wemby yet.
That's funny.
But he will.
I get the feeling. Look, and I don't. I'm Tim's not interested in a full-time job, but I get the feeling Tim
He
would get
has
excited.
one. Her name is Vanessa.
But I get the feeling Tim would get excited about coming in
Absolutely.
and helping a guy like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Gets him out of the house.
Sure, it does.
Dude works out more now than he did while he was
Does
playing.
he still have the car places?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm sure that, he always been into cars and stuff, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Tim's got lots to do.
Tim is fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
He doesn't have enough hours in the day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Kind of like most of us.
Uh-huh. Although his are productive. Ours, meh.
It's like so do you need more hours in the day, or do you just need more focus?
More focus. That's for sure.
LeBron James now has a lot more hours in his day.
He does.
Yeah, LeBron. The Denver Nuggets complete the sweep last night. And instead of talking about how great this Nuggets team is going to the finals for the first time in their franchise history, LeBron James steals headlines hinting at retirement. Really? We'll talk about it as we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you've been thinking about how to secure the value of your assets, grow your wealth, diversify your portfolio, you need to think gold, Noble Gold. Go to the website, Noble Gold Investment Stock. Economic news talking about devaluing the dollar, looking at your own stocks. Gold is a safe investment to secure your wealth, especially if you're thinking long-term. If you're not sure how to do that, not a problem. Go to the website, noblegoldinvestments.com. The website will walk you through everything. They'll email you their gold and silver investors guide. When you talk to them on the phone, they make it very understandable and an easy process to do. And if you're wondering about how well is it going to perform, well, in 1970, an ounce of gold was about $35. Now it's about $2,000 for an ounce. Look at what it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. The trends will blow you away. Don't wish you did this down the road. Take the time today to go to the website, noblegoldinvestments.com. You're welcome to use promo code STAR for a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin that they're offering people that qualify. Noblegoldinvestments.com is the website. Go do it today. Noblegoldinvestments.com.
When traveling to the coast, make sure you bring along the guys from 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Listen anywhere on the Odyssey radio app.
Garage clutter got you down? Garageization will help improve that mood. Cabinets, shelving, workbenches, overhead racks, slat wall. They even do floors. Oh my! GarageOrganizationSanAntonio.com for more info. GarageOrganizationSanAntonio.com.
Not all pizza places are the same. Mellow Mushroom originated hand-tossed, stone-baked classic Southern pizza. Not in the mood for pizza? Order a calzone, hoagie, sandwich, burger, or a mellow salad and see how care goes into every item on the menu. Take your pick from 24 draft beers and or handcrafted cocktails. And many of the pizzas can be made gluten-free or vegan. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Is it time for a new lawnmower? Visit the Crush the Summer sale at Bill's Tractor and Equipment. Bill's Tractor and Gravely have teamed up to bring to you incredible savings on zero-turn mowers just in time for the summer season. Gravely mowers are designed for exceptional comfort and built for dependability. 0% financing is available on select models with approved credit. Bill's Tractor has been helping Texans with their mower and equipment needs for over 35 years. Come by Bill's Tractor and test drive a new Gravely mower or go to billstractor.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
I switched to Boost Mobile and got a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Want to know the best part?
It was free?
Nope.
The fact that it's on America's largest 5G networks?
Nope. It's the ding.
Oh yeah, love the ding.
Right? It's all about the ding. It's the dingarooski, the dingarone, the ring-a-ding-ding.
Unleash your power to save with Boost. Get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone when you switch. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power.
And the ding.
Limited time offer. New customers only. Available on select networks. 5G not available everywhere. One device per line. Tax excluded. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
Next up, straight talk from Doug. Ever notice that saying no offense is offensive? Like, no offense, but you're overpaying for your wireless. See? Offensive.
That's the Straight Talk talking. Get unlimited plans as low as $35 a month from Straight Talk on America's most reliable 5G network. Available at Walmart and Walmart.com. On the $35 plan, first 10 gigabytes data at high speed, then 2G speeds. Refer to the latest terms at straighttalk.com. Based on most first-place rankings, root metrics, second half 2022 assessments of 125 metros. Experiences vary, not an endorsement.
The world is always on. But you shouldn't be. Put junk sleep to bed.
During Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale, get a king for the price of a queen and save up to $700 on Sealy. Shop now at Mattress Firm. Restrictions apply. See store or mattressfirm.com for details.
Tomorrow on R&R in the Morning, did the Celtics keep their hopes alive? Something Wemby-ish, and we'll be joined by SAFC goalkeeper Jordan Farr. Now, back to the Blitz. Jason, were you in the building after Messier's guarantee for the New York Rangers? Rob says you were. Inquiring minds would like to know.
You know, that was in 1994, Rudy J. The New York Rangers beat the New Jersey Devils and then won their first Stanley Cup in 54 years. The very next year, the New Jersey Devils came back and swept the Detroit Red Wings.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, how about that basketball game last night? It was amazing.
Was it?
Yes.
You know what?
Right down to the wire.
For a team to get swept and play as well as they did, you and I both thought the Lakers would win that game last night.
I did.
They're up 15 at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, about 8 minutes into the third quarter, that lead was gone. LeBron.
You know what? You can't fault LeBron. He was about the only Laker that showed up yesterday. And if it wasn't for LeBron, they probably lose going away. Look, I don't know what happened at halftime, but the Denver Nuggets came out a different ball club.
Well,
and just smoked the Lakers. I mean, I don't know if LA thought the game was over. That was going to be it. Denver would lay down, wait to take it home and win it there in game 5, but that didn't happen.
Well, and you think about just the way that game went, you have such a commanding lead at halftime. You have an opportunity down the stretch. You're trading punches. It looks like you're down and out. Then you come back and you got a chance to win, and you ultimately lose. You get swept. You know what that sweep reminded me of last night? Because the Lakers were in every game. Maybe not game one, but they were in, every game. They were in the games in Los Angeles. One of those. It reminded me of when the Astros got swept in the World Series by the White Sox. Right? All those games were like 1-1 games. Like it was the closest sweep ever, right? You just felt like, did the better team win? No, it was kind of one of those things. And LeBron extremely frustrated after.
Of course, that's human nature when you're a competitor. Obviously frustrated, not being able to, close out one of these games where you were in every game. 2 games in Denver, 2 games here. We were in every game. We were winning, about 15 and a half. And, they hit us with a 36-point quarter. Took momentum of the game. We still have an opportunity. And just couldn't make plays down the stretch. So that's the frustrating part. But, you tip your hat to them. Like I said, it's a great team.
Yeah. You got to say they're a great team. 9th time the Lakers have been swept in their storied history.
He has to say it because they are. And I think it's about time everybody realizes that. I already heard on a couple of these shows today that nobody's even given Denver a chance in the NBA Finals, whether it's Miami or Boston. It's going to be Miami.
The 8-seeded Heat are going to be favored over the top-seeded Denver Nuggets.
I'm just saying nobody is giving Denver any respect. And that's got to be irritating for them. And I'm happy, and I hope they keep that chip on their shoulder.
I imagine they will, because you look at the Joker, listen to just how emotional the man was after winning last night.
No, it's just I think it's just like you happy that you won again. You beat really good team. When you think about, except the first game, every game was so close and every team could won it, and we just find a way to win the game. Especially we were down 15 and to come back and win the game. It was just probably happiness. I think that's the emotions.
That's the emotion. Did you just make a punch your ticket to the NBA Finals, or you find out your dog isn't with us anymore? I couldn't really tell.
I don't know.
Which is what I love about that guy.
Well, I tell you what, the guy is incredible. He is incredible. Honestly, he is. It's just fun to watch the Joker play basketball. It's incredible. I was enjoying watching LeBron play in that first half. He was LeBron, and he was just willing his team, and nobody else shows up. Anthony Davis, would you want that guy on your team?
No,
I wouldn't.
When Anthony Davis is on, he's great.
It's about half the season.
Well, alternate days, AD. But in the bigger moments, now, honestly, in this series, I was fine with the way Anthony Davis played on both ends, right? I was. He seemed engaged. He seemed interested, all of that. Because we've seen him look uninterested. We saw that in the Golden State series. In this series, I have no issue with the way Anthony Davis played from that standpoint. But no, I don't know that I would. And for the love of God, you just lost, and you show up at the post-game press conference, and your sunglasses look like some sort of painting goggles, like you're heading straight to the paintball court.
Well, he probably, who knows where he's going.
He's got all the time in the world to do it now. And then you think about the post-game press conference, and look, LeBron James is so good at the media, and he's done media his entire adult life. He's calculated. So I don't think LeBron lets emotion drive a storyline. I don't think LeBron ever regrets leaving a podium saying, I probably shouldn't have said that. So I thought it was very calculated that after the game was over and his season was over, so the Denver Nuggets don't get credit, and the story is not about the Nuggets or even the Lakers losing. It's about is LeBron James really going to retire?
We'll see what happens going forward. And I don't know. I got a lot to think about, to be honest. And just for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball, got a lot to think about.
Yeah, that look, that's just typical, right? I mean, and maybe it was calculated. Who knows? I don't know. What does LeBron benefit? I mean, the guy's going to be in the news anyway, regardless of what he does. So I'm not. Maybe it was calculated. Maybe it wasn't. Guy's not going to retire. He's tired. Guy played his butt off last night. He played his butt off in most of the games in this playoff run. So he's tired. He's 39 years old. I mean, his body it was feeling it.
But again, a man calculated enough to drive a story. We're not talking about the Laker failure.
But how does that benefit him?
How does that? We're talking about LeBron James.
So what?
What we're talking about is look at how great he played last night. Guy played the entire game last night. Look at the point total. He can't really think about walking away. He's too good. What about his longtime goal of playing with this kid Bronny, which is 2 years away?
That's so stupid.
I heard this morning on driving in the dudes that are in for Greeny who never shows up for work during the playoffs. It was at Canty talking about a gap year. Maybe he just takes next year off, to let his body refresh. Like he's a college kid. Like my daughter has just taken a gap year between getting master's degrees. It goes back. He's not taking a gap year at 40. Come on.
Well, again, they're going to the national media is going to talk about LeBron, whether he would have put up 40 and threatened to retire or scored 20 and said, I can't wait to get back. He's the storyline. That's what Mike Malone was all upset about.
Exactly.
To begin with. That's all they're going to talk about. Look, there are others. Tom Brady, God bless him. I wish he'd play forever. LeBron James, play forever. But, it's time. Sometimes it's time to go. And maybe it's time for LeBron James to go. Maybe it's time for the jokers and the other players that are up and coming that can, kind of take over things and add some excitement. I don't know. Maybe it's time. I don't mind. Let's go.
I just congrats to Denver. The good news is it'll be about 3 months before the NBA finals actually get started because Denver swept. Miami will finish off the sweep tonight.
Oh, you think so?
In the NBA, yes. In the NBA.
I'm going to go the other way because you and I, we're not very good at picking games.
This is true.
Although I felt pretty good at halftime.
So did I. It's a shame I didn't take the first half over.
Exactly.
But you look at it and you sit there and you see the NBA. What's today? Tuesday?
It is.
Right? They could start the finals Friday, Saturday if they wanted.
June 1st.
They're going to wait until next month.
It's already started. It's already set. It's going to start June 1st.
Well, I mean, doesn't have to.
It does.
Why?
Well, because it does.
Why?
Because that's the schedule. And they can't.
If the NFL can change their schedule, then so can the NBA. We got to wait 9 days, 10 days.
If Miami takes care of business tonight.
I'm
not so sure they will. All for 2 days. Boston was hearing how they have no heart, how they quit.
What have you seen from the Celtics in this series that says they're going to show up with a little bit of pride tonight after they sat the entire fourth quarter the other night?
Did you think they were going to win Game 6 in Philly? No. The answer is no. You didn't think that. And then they come back and win Game 7. They showed some heart. I'm just saying they could win tonight. They win tonight. They go home. They win Game 5. Guess what? We got a series.
Somebody is driving down the road saying, I want to have whatever Ryan Eagles have.
Okay. Come on.
He thinks there's going to be a series here. Oh, my goodness. Who is the best college quarterback since the year 2000? Serious question.
Yeah.
Who is the best college quarterback since the year 2000? What do you guys think? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. We'll take your calls on the Kia Bossa Smoke Meats phone lines on that topic and reveal who ESPN says is the best college quarterback. Hang on to your steering wheels for this one. It'll blow you away.
No kidding.
Yeah, we'll debate their list because that's what they are for. Debate and prove them wrong as we continue. If you know me, you listen to this show enough, you know the Rue Pub is my go-to spot. No better place to go watch a game than the Rue Pub there at 281 in Redland Road with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. They've got, basketball, all the fights, baseball, hockey, the playoffs. Dallas Stars play tonight. And I've said many times, if the Rue Pub wasn't a great bar, it'd be a great restaurant because the food there is fantastic. So it's a great restaurant and a great bar. Love the fried shrimp there. They got the biggest and best wings in town. About 15 different burgers on the menu. Great salads, great appetizers. And that kitchen is open late till 2 a.m. every day with the full menu available. The Rue Pub has happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and certainly the best place to watch a game. The Rue Pub next to the Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Rue.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Metropolitan 92 lost a heartbreaker today in France's basketball playoffs. And, of course, we're talking about Wemby's team. That's who he plays for as of now. Wemby had 23 points, 13 rebounds. That series now tied at a game apiece. NFL owners have approved a new fair catch rule. The ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line if the fair catch is made inside the 25. Only applies to free kicks.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 50 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Find small business calm at ooma.com/radio. That's OOMA.com/radio.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-497-9090. That's 800-497-9090. 800-497-9090.
Imagine you're looking at a balancing scale with everything you do for other people on one side and everything you do for yourself on the other side. If it isn't balanced, maybe it's time to spend a little more time on you. And therapy is a great place to start. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist online who can help you find that balance and stick to it. Visit BetterHelp.com/score to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/score.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Valvoline Advanced can help your engine get more miles. Right now, buy a 5-quart jug and get a free STP Extended Life Oil Filter. That's right, free. Get started on your next job today with the parts you need, when you need them, at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Ad paid for by the Sentinel Group. Attention veterans, active duty military, civilians, and contractors. If you were issued earplugs between 1999 and 2015 and were diagnosed with hearing loss or ringing in the ears, you may be entitled to compensation. The manufacturer of these military earplugs recently paid $9.1 million to resolve claims that their earplugs were defective. potentially exposing service members to damaging sound levels that could have resulted in hearing loss or tinnitus. If you or a loved one were issued earplugs and were diagnosed with tinnitus or hearing loss, don't wait. You fought for this country, and our attorneys want to fight for you. Call 800-789-4407 now for a free legal consultation and to see if you may be eligible to file a claim. Time restrictions may apply, and you pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. So call 800-789-4407 now. Again, 800-789-4407. That's 800-789-4407.
Ribs, burgers, chicken. Submit what you grilled or smoked, and you could win a $50 gift card from Tri-County Meat Market.
So good and tasty?
Grilling with the Blitz. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Make sure you come hang out with us tomorrow afternoon. We're going to be live out at the Tin Cup Bar. Where is that? Well, that's at the Golf Club of Texas. So we're going to be at a golf course all day tomorrow. And, you know, it's a Wednesday. It's a holiday weekend. A reason to go hang out, drink beer, maybe bring your clubs, get on the practice range, hang out with us, heckle Michael Jimenez, whatever it is you might want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's worth the trip right there. No, it's a great place. It really is. It's a lot of fun out there. They've done a great job of making that place a must-go-to spot. So need to get out there and come see it if you haven't been out there. And if you have, you know you want to go back.
Absolutely. And if you live in that part of San Antonio, you know that's probably the nicest bar and restaurant.
Oh, without a doubt.
In that part of town. Yeah. I mean, they whole lot of places to get food out of a drive-through over there, but not a lot of sit-down spots. So bring the family out. I think there's going to be a bounce house and all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely.
The one-year birthday party, Golf Club of Texas.
Yep.
We'll see you out there tomorrow. You think about sitting at a bar like the Tin Cup Bar tomorrow, debating who's the best college quarterback. You know, these are all fun debates. There is no right or wrong answer unless you disagree with me, then you're wrong, right?
Absolutely.
ESPN has put together their top 75 quarterbacks since the year 2000. Who do you guys think is number one? And we really want phone calls on this. 210-656-ESPN. 656-3776, because number one will surprise you.
I loved it, though. We've already had a couple on YouTube Live. One was for Johnny Manziel. The other, Miguel Martinez on there now. He's got Vince Young, Matt Leinart, and Tim Tebow. And those guys are on the list. Guess what?
They are on the list, but they are not number one.
They're not number one.
And here's the thing. When you asked me this earlier in our show prep meeting, who's the best college quarterback? My first, Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. You said it right away.
Tim Tebow, in my mind, is one of the greatest college quarterbacks that we have seen.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
He had a crap NFL career.
He had some flashes.
He had a crap NFL career.
He had some flashes.
I'm sure. Vince Young.
Yeah.
And again, my Longhorn is showing here. Certainly the greatest college game ever played. He's the author of that.
Well, you could throw Matt Leinart in there too. I mean, right? He had a pretty good game then
too. He did, but there's always got to be a villain in a story like that. Vince Young, you know, the photos, the confetti behind. I mean, that was just incredible, right?
It was. Not number one.
But not number one. A lot of people have mentioned Johnny Manziel either on the text line or on the YouTube channel.
Well, that's what I said too. Because look, watching Johnny, as long as you and I watched him play, because we saw him play in high school as well. I mean, he was just an incredible athlete.
I mean, incredible,
and had a hell of a what do you call it? A career at Texas A&M. I mean, it was. The guy was fantastic.
Yeah, it's not him either. You look at a guy like Kyler Murray. I mean, Kyler Murray might be one of the best high school quarterbacks from the state of Texas. Had a hell of a college career. Deshaun Watson. You know, you think about everything that Deshaun Watson did at Clemson. You could put Trevor Lawrence in that category. You know, people undervalue how great Colt McCoy was at the University of Texas as a 4-year starter.
Yeah.
For that matter.
Is he even on the list?
Colt McCoy?
Yeah.
Number 12.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah,
I must have missed him.
Matches his jersey.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore, by the way, is number 14 on the list. Up there at Boise State, but the guy put up numbers. The guy put up ridiculous numbers. Who's the best college quarterback since the year 2000? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Wesley, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
Three ways. Patrick Mahomes had the worst defense known to man, and he was a god at Tech. You could go Baker Mayfield, or you could also say somebody like University of Houston, Case Keenum. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, pick one.
Yeah, Case Keenum on this list is honestly number 24. Patrick Mahomes is nowhere near the top 25
Not at all.
with his overall career. Like to give you a perspective, Dak Prescott is at 72. Let me keep scrolling here. I'm looking for Mahomes. Still looking. There he is at number 57. Sandwiched in between Todd Reesing, another Texas high school quarterback out of Austin. I remember Todd in he took that Kansas team to a bowl game. And Mason Rudolph is 56 when you're thinking about it in those terms. Patrick Mahomes, while he did throw for 11,000 yards at Texas Tech, certainly not the greatest by any stretch of the imagination. And quite frankly, he didn't win enough. Pledge, who is online too? Did you just flip me off?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, yeah, you're right. It wouldn't be. 6179 on the text line says has to be Tebow. It is not.
Well, you would think. I mean, Tebow is a great answer.
Yep. Tebow would be a great answer. It is not. A guy with a great name is calling in. Jason, you're on the Blitz. What's going on, man?
What's happening, fellas? So real quick, I guess my question is there a metric that's used to establish this list, or is it just sports writers coffee talk?
Bill Conley from ESPN put this list together, and basically he's going through all the numbers imaginable. 3,500 passing, 1,000-yard seasons, passer rating, completion rates, all those different kinds of metrics go into putting together his list. Now, he says, as he puts together the list, and he said, a more difficult task than I imagined. We've seen single-season explosions from certain guys. We've seen controlled 4 or 5 years careers from others, mentions like a Case Keenum. He says, I'm sure you will not disagree with a single one of the picks below. And we're disagreeing with all of them. Let's go to Bobby. You're on the Blitz. What's up, Bobby? Who was the best college quarterback since the year 2000?
I would have to say Andrew Luck out of Stanford.
Andrew Luck.
He's on the list for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him on the list. Let's see. He's not in the top 10. Let's see.
Yeah, we got to scroll because what I do like about this article is the fact
18.
that they give stats
yes
for each one of these guys. And when you start looking at some of these stats, you say, okay, maybe I can do that. But when I first saw who was number one, I was like, no way.
So number one on the list is Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, followed by Cam Newton, Vince Young at 3, Tim Tebow at 4, Joe Burrow at 5, Deshaun Watson at 6, Kyler Murray at 7, Lamar Jackson at 8, Marcus Mariota at 9, RG3 at number 10. Okay. I mean, you could see those guys in the top 10, maybe switched around a little bit. By the way, Trevor Lawrence is 11. So, I don't know, but it's a great topic, I think, and a great discussion to have. And I've only seen one, maybe two people have Baker Mayfield in there.
Yeah. On the text line, 6179 says Sam Bradford was pretty good.
Yeah, he was.
9448 goes Joe Burrow. 2804 says Cam. And I look at a guy like Joe Burrow. He had a great year.
Yeah.
I don't know that he had a great college career, but, and I think you could almost say the same for Cam, right? But you look at hardware, things that were earned, RG3, I mean, he comes in at number 10. His college career fairly underrated. You think about what Marcus Mariota did with the Oregon Ducks, but Baker Mayfield threw for 14,607 yards, 69% completion rate, 131 touchdowns, only 30 interceptions, 1,083 rushing yards, 21 rushing touchdowns, and he planted one flag in the middle of Ohio State, right? I mean, you look at it and you sit there and you go,
it's hard to argue with it, honestly. And the article goes on to say, look, Newton, Young, and Burrow had the best seasons. Mayfield had the best career. And it's hard to argue. Look, I'm not the biggest Baker Mayfield fan that ever walked the planet, but it's hard to argue with the stats and how he put this together. So I'm not going to be too upset about that. But what was fun about going through this list is remembering some of the names that I had forgotten. And that's what was fun for me. By the way, on the text line, Jameis Winston is in at number 16 is where they have him on this list.
Well,
so.
and that's what part of it is, like this year's top 2 picks. Bryce Young is at 19. C.J. Stroud is at 20. Tua is at 21. You go back and you think some of the older names, Phillip Rivers at number 22. Raise your hand if you remember Phillip Rivers' college career. Hell, I'd almost give you some of James Pledger's lunch if you could tell me where Phillip Rivers actually went to college.
I had the right state.
Yes, yet the wrong school.
Wrong school, right
You're
state.
reading the list, James Pledger.
I am not.
You don't count. Case Keenum at 24. Pat White, remember him?
Pat White, yeah.
Where did he go to school?
Wow. Oklahoma, right?
West Virginia.
Oh.
West Virginia. Is that
there was a White at Oklahoma, wasn't there?
He's at number 27. Colin Kaepernick at 31 from his Nevada career. The White you're thinking of, Jason White from Oklahoma,
there you go.
is at 32. Graham Harrell at 34.
Gee whiz.
Think about that. Texas Tech quarterback Graham Harrell at 34, where Patrick Mahomes was at 57.
That former Dallas Cowboy Brandon Weeden,
Uh-huh.
number 71. Wasn't he a Cowboy for a minute?
Chase Daniel at 35.
How about Geno Smith?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody remember where Geno went to school? West Virginia.
All right. Anybody know Colin Klein?
No.
Yeah. All right, Pledge. You know Colin Klein?
Kansas State, right?
Colt Brennan.
Hawaii.
All right.
Wow.
See. Byron Leftwich.
Marshall.
Brady Quinn.
Notre Dame.
Eric Crouch.
Nebraska.
Kyle Trask.
Florida.
Jordan Lynch.
Northern Illinois.
Damn, he's pretty good. I'm impressed.
That's why he works here.
I'm impressed.
At number 51, Dan Lefevre. Come on, Pledge.
Okay, Dan Lefevre, I don't know. Oh, wait, no. Central Michigan.
Yeah! Brad Banks.
Okay, that one I don't know.
2001, 2002 at the University of Iowa.
Wow.
A one-year wonder, sure. But what a year it was, it says. All right, Keenan Reynolds. Come on.
Ooh, Keenan Reynolds was Navy, baby.
There you go. Everybody's got to get that one right.
That's it's a great topic and a great debate. I love it.
Let's see. That was too easy for Pledge. Brad Smith. Come on, Pledge.
Trying to remember Brad Smith. Hold on.
Well, he's easy to forget.
Missouri.
He is.
He's Missouri.
Missouri.
Right, 16.
I knew that one, yeah.
All right, what about David Green?
David Green.
Ooh.
Because it's Greene, right?
That is correct.
Michigan State?
That would be way incorrect.
Okay.
Way incorrect. Mark Richt's first starter.
Oh, Mark Richt's first starter at Georgia.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I remember him.
Okay.
Where did Matt Ryan go to college?
Matt Ryan went to college at Boston College.
There
He
he
did.
is.
How about Teddy Bridgewater?
He was a Louisville guy.
He was.
Timmy Chang.
Also a Hawaii guy.
There you go.
Man,
Brennan.
I'm impressed, Pledge. You win today.
You win Pledger's lunch.
I don't know what you win, but you win something.
You get to keep your lunch.
You win Pledger's lunch. See, it's that kind of knowledge it takes to work here. For everybody that says, I want a job doing what you're doing, that's what you have to do.
Well, you and I would have failed miserably.
Not really.
Oh, yeah.
Not really. Not really. Pledge might be the GOAT.
I agree when it comes to remembering where guys played. I'd have been about 50% on that list you just rattled off.
You know, when you're a single guy, no kids, no life, that's what you
do, huh?
It's exactly what you do. You know, baseball is having a bird problem. We'll explain as we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You know, injuries do happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get to an Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains, conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray casting and bracing. Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to an Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
It's R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, does Joe Mazzulla still have a job?
The Cowboys complete their first week of OTAs. We'll get you all caught up. The party starts at 6.
R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
What if you could build a six-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a six-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons, best-selling author and executive producer of a new Hollywood documentary called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. In this film, economists and Nobel Prize-winning PhDs from Wharton, MIT, and Stanford share a strange concept I call the retirement discount. It gives you more retirement income with the same dollar saved, and your money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even people who are on track have shifted money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you are over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money, call to get a free copy of this brand new movie, 1-800-578-3535. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you get it completely free, plus 2 hours of bonus behind-the-scenes footage. No credit card required. Call right now. 1-800-578-3535. That's 1-800-578-3535. Again, 1-800-578-3535.
Guys, did you know that June is Men's Health Month? And right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T level is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your hormones are serious business, and most men start to see changes in their hormone levels starting in their 30s. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Get your T levels checked today by a local, experienced, and trusted healthcare professional. Revive Men's Health has successfully helped thousands of men since 2011. Experience and results matter. So, what are you waiting for? Call Revive today to schedule your free testosterone test and free exam. We know we can help you. We guarantee it. Celebrate Men's Health Month. Get your free T-level test and save $199. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Kickstart summer savings now at the Home Depot. Get the yard in top shape for another season of doing with a Ryobi walk-behind mower for $349 only at the Home Depot. Featuring 40-volt battery compatibility for gas-like power to get the whole lawn looking fresh in just one charge. Plus, the 3-in-1 mowing function provides mulching, bagging, and side discharge capabilities right out of the box. Make your summer yard shine. Shop Ryobi walk-behind mowers for just $349 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Staples has everything your business needs all in one place. Shipping supplies and services so you can fill orders from all over in one stop. Plus professional print and marketing services at your fingertips. And now during Staples Small Business Deal Days, when rewards members spend $100 or more, they get $20 back in rewards plus another $10 back with the Staples Connect app. And you'll find new deals in store every week on tech, chairs, and shipping supplies. Get everything for your business for less at Staples. Rewards offer ends 5/27. Limit 1. Redeemable in-store only.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Hey, it's Michael Jimenez, and this is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Have you guys been watching a lot of baseball? Astros are red hot. Go ahead, Joe.
So are the Cardinals.
There you go. It's May.
It is May, but as bad as they started, they're still not to 500 yet, so I'm waiting on it.
Well, and I think about your Redbirds and kind of the theme in the month of May are dead birds.
They are.
They're dead birds. 2 in the last week. 2 birds have been killed in the middle of a baseball game.
Base hit left field. Nice piece of hitting by Will Brennan. Didn't try to do too much. He took what was there and slapped it the other way.
Get a shot right at shortstop, guys. We got a bird that may have been hit by that possibly. It's a bird that's not moving.
Well, here comes the shovel.
Yeah, here comes the shovel.
Well, and apparently, as the story went, Will Brennan, as he finally comes in, he just looked up and said, "Sorry, PETA."
Well, I mean, that's
what are you gonna do?
Well,
right?
that's it. So that was one call. Here's what it sounded like from the other broadcast team.
Went by what looked like some sort of deceased animal at shortstop. Maybe not an animal, that would be stretching it.
Yeah, it's not an animal. It's just a bird.
It's a deceased animal. Some sort of deceased animal. I mean, everybody remembers Randy Johnson.
Well, that's it.
But this is kind of weird. And I'm reading this article after, hearing about this. And apparently there seem to be more birds landing on baseball fields these days.
Well, so you had Brennan in the Cleveland game. I still want to say Indians, but I'll go Guardians.
I know it.
Earlier this week.
That just sounds stupid.
Yeah. Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher Zach Gallen was warming up in the outfield, trying to come back. He's practicing, throws a curveball. And while he throws the curveball, complete Randy Johnson, they're just warming up, playing toss out in the outfield.
Yeah.
He took out a bird. Now, the guy catching for him, the bird actually hit the guy, and he freaked out like, oh, I just got hit by it. Baseball has a bird problem.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I mean, I don't recall birds being a problem.
I mean,
before.
Randy Johnson and the way he just obliterated that bird.
That poor bird didn't have a chance.
None of these birds have a chance against a baseball.
Well, I'm just saying, the Randy Johnson fastball, 100 miles an hour.
That bird just flat exploded.
Oh, it did. That was.
But we've had.
Sorry for the bird and sorry, PETA, but that was kind of a cool video.
Well,
wasn't it?
Based on the audio that we've just heard, do we count birds as animals, or are they just birds?
Well, they're birds.
Oh, but is that not an animal? I mean, because you heard the announcer. Well, it was a dead animal. Well, not really an animal. It's just a bird.
It's a bird.
It's just a bird.
That's a great question. It's got to be an animal, right? Or is it just a bird?
It's an animal we don't give a damn about.
Well, that's not true.
I mean, there are protected birds.
When I wake up in the morning, Jason, and I hear a little tweet in the trees,
your birds don't sound like that. They don't sound like that.
Something like that.
That's a bad alarm clock.
Well, I like that. A cup of coffee outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the bird in the tree.
You have no trees in your backyard.
I have a couple.
In your backyard?
Yes.
Where?
I mean, you haven't been in a while.
Would you plant some trees?
I did.
Ah. So Maggie's put you to work.
Not me. No.
You had some trees planted.
I told the guy where we wanted them.
Uh-huh. And he told you where you could stick them.
No, he did. And he stuck them there. Mm-hmm. And then he stuck us.
So now you're going to have bird crap all over your patio?
No.
The best part about your backyard is
dude,
bird poop free zone.
You haven't seen the backyard in a while. So
all right.
Maybe I'll invite you over someday.
I doubt it.
Probably not.
I doubt it. I don't need to go see your tree.
This is The Blitz. KTFM Floresville and always at ESPNSA.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Soon to be Spur, Victor Wembanyama scored 23 points today. He also grabbed 13 rebounds, but that was not enough. His Mets 92 lost that series now. They're in the France playoffs, all tied up at a game apiece. Denver Nuggets waiting to see if it's going to be the Heat or the Celtics. Those two match up tonight. The Heat can close them out. You can hear it on 94.1 or San Antonio's ESPN 1250 at 7.
Sports Center is brought to you by Kielbasa Slow Crafted Sausage, available at your local grocery stores.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. You can always be a part of the show on Twitter at Joe Reinagel 210. You can tweet at me at Jason Minix. If you're watching on YouTube Live, you can comment there and subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. Or you can always dial or text 210-656-ESPN.
Absolutely. We want to hear from you. I mean, if you guys want to comment on anything, we want to hear from you, especially if you're ripping Michael Jimenez. We had a great one early in the show because we're talking about Jimenez. And let me tell you something. Just get ready for Jimenez and Spence. As soon as Wemby gets to San Antonio, the man will be doing nothing wrong in the eyes of one Michael Jimenez.
Well, we say that now, but we also keep in mind Michael Jimenez is Mr. Flip-Flop. Just saying.
Dude, I've never seen a grown man as excited as he was about a stat line of 23 points and 13 rebounds.
But 23 points is hard to get in Europe.
Well, apparently
so.
So. I see. Okay.
And we just completely disregard the 5 turnovers.
And as soon as you said that, he goes, well, you know, the Joker said the same thing, and this guy said that and that. So it just be ready for it.
For entertainment purposes only, because that's what this show is.
Of course.
Go on the Audio Vault a little bit later on when Pledge gets it up there at ESPNSA.com. The Audio Vault powered by AA Best Bail Bonds, and listen to the first segment. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can go back and watch it. But we kept Jimenez off camera for a reason because he was a little sweaty.
He was
watching Wemby.
Yes,
it was kind of it was uncomfortable.
Yes,
and the other part of it too is Jimenez takes forever to get out of the studio, right? I mean, although today because he was so glued to the end of the game, we were both interested in the end of the game,
well,
so
sure.
we really didn't mind him. But he still isn't out of the way. He's the kind of guy that has the aisle seat that takes forever to get out, and you're in the window seat going like, dude, it's time for us to go. Let's go. The plane has landed. Now, you don't have to be the guy like Joe that jumps up as soon as it lands, because that extra 1.5 seconds is going to make all the difference in your departure. But when it's time for your row to leave, you need to be ready to go, and Jimenez is the guy that's not.
I get up because I want to get up. I've been sitting down for a couple of hours,
Sure.
and I just want to stand up, stretch the old legs. You know what I'm talking about? So that's that's the way that goes. But
all good.
Michael Jimenez. Just be ready, folks, when you listen to Jimenez and Spence, because Wemby is going to get, I don't know if I can say that on radio, and I won't.
I'm just saying. But
every day.
Look, there is not a man listening to this show right now that is a Spurs fan that doesn't have the same feelings about Wemby as Michael Jimenez.
No, there's no way. I mean, it was 15-year-old girlish.
I mean, there's an excitement level that all of us have. Michael's is on the extreme side.
It is.
He's on the, every time he sees Wemby, he's like the 13-year-old that found a magazine for the first time.
That's exactly
Is
right.
that still a thing, or is it just all on the internet now?
Magazine? Oh, it was a National Geographic or what?
No. Well, maybe.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
You know, last night the Denver Nuggets completed the sweep of LeBron or LeBroom, however you want to couch it. Tonight, the Miami Heat have a chance to do the same. They can sweep the Boston Celtics. By definition for Boston, tonight is a must-win.
Don't let us win tonight. That's our mindset. We let us get one. We feel confident. So we're going to come out and play free, play ready, and it should be fun. Backs on the wall. It's a winner go home, winner the season's over type of game tonight. So definitely got to leave it all out there. Definitely got to come with that fight mentality, and definitely can't have any regrets on the court. It's not over.
Same mentality. It's win or go home for us. So, I mean, at this point, we have nothing to lose. We just got to go out there and leave it all on the court.
You feel good about tonight?
Feel very good about tonight. Don't let us get one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, just don't let us get one. So don't let us get
Kevin
this
Millar?
one. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't let
Marcus
us
Smart,
get one.
Jalen, yeah, they're all ready to go, man. They got the message. It's a must-win. I wonder if they lose tonight. No, let me rephrase that. When they lose tonight, do they go back to Boston or just check into the hotel there at the Fontainebleau? Do they just stay on South Beach?
Probably.
I mean,
you might as well, right?
Fishing, right? I mean,
you might as well, although they may have some significant others that would want to come with them to South Beach.
You don't think the significant others are already in Boston?
Or they're in Boston.
Or in Miami?
No, they may be. I hope not. I mean, look, it's a business trip, fellas.
Your family's there.
All I'm saying is
they're all hanging out at the pool. I'm getting ready for a game. You could see what those arguments are like with the missus.
If I'm the Boston Celtics management, Joe Mazzulla, I'm putting everybody in a hotel room tonight. We're watching The Wizard of Oz. And you're asking the Wizard for a heart because you need one. You had none in game 3. You better have one tonight or you will be on an early vacation.
The way they quit at the end of game 3, everything I just heard, BS. You didn't even try. The Lakers in getting swept, there was so much effort right down to the wire. You could tell that they cared. LeBron cared, right?
He did.
The Celtics didn't give a damn the other night. That was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing for them to come out and play the way they did and completely lay an egg like they did. Was embarrassing, and they should be embarrassed. So they're saying the things they're saying today, and that's what gives me a little bit of hope for the Celtics tonight, because I honestly think they were extremely embarrassed by that performance in game 3, and I have to believe that as talented as that team is, they're going to find a way to get it done tonight and take this series back to Boston.
Well, I mean, if they get one, don't let us get one, man, because then we're right back in this.
Problem is they got to get 4.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think they can do that.
That might be tough.
Uh-huh.
That might be tough. I'm sure the NBA would love to have this series extended because the NBA Finals, regardless of what happens tonight, won't start until next month. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of time they will make everybody wait.
I just wonder if what is June 1st, Pledge? Thursday?
Yeah, that's a Thursday.
Holy cow.
That's what I mean.
8 days.
8 or 9, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but we can't count tonight, right? Because
they got to play. Yeah.
I mean, Denver could take a vacation to South Beach if they wanted to.
You know, Tony Romo would suggest them not going to Cancun. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jessica Simpson is up to, but I'm going to say Tony Romo would probably suggest they don't go to Cancun. Or
Jessica
if they do,
she would probably go.
Yeah.
I would think. I don't know what old Jessica's doing these days. Because after Tony got done, and then Cliff Kingsbury, I mean, she kind of went into hiding.
Pledge is Googling what is Jessica Simpson up to these days. Pledge, I don't know if you're going to find any information on Google Image, but I appreciate the efforts there, my friend.
Yeah, I noticed.
Anything for the show.
Yeah, we put up the images.
Yeah, it's all images. Yeah, none of that's going to say what she's doing today, but she's
apart from music and acting. She's been an entrepreneur.
She's got business ventures,
beauty
products.
Good for her.
Handbags, lingerie.
Oh, she could probably take some time off. Her and the Joker head down to South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Abilene, Texas.
Yeah, you knew she was a Texas girl.
Well, I knew she was a Texas girl.
Is she
but
married now? Does that say she's married?
Her worth is $200 million. Did you see that?
Yeah.
All right, she's fine.
She's married to Nick Lachey?
No way.
That's what it says right there.
How about that?
Are they still married? They can't still be married,
Nah.
are they? Oh. We're all learning things we didn't know we needed to know.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
And we really don't.
$200 million.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
You know, considering Cliff Kingsbury said on this very program one day when I said what happened, and this was a promo that ran for a long time. Somewhere Johnny Compion probably still has that on a hard drive somewhere. But Cliff literally said, you know, that was a lot of fun, but at some point you had to have a conversation. So it was time for Cliff to move on.
Yeah.
And Cliff's doing quite well for himself in that department right now.
He's doing just fine.
Yeah.
Where did Cliff end up? USC? Is that where he's at?
Yeah.
USC. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good for him. He'll be back in the NFL, though.
Yeah. By the way, Jessica and Nick Lachey, they got divorced in 2006.
Okay. So they were married 4 years.
Uh-huh. So is she married now was the question. And how much of Nick Lachey's money did she get?
I don't know. Did Nick Lachey have more money than Jessica Simpson? I don't think so either. I mean, Jessica Simpson did quite well for herself.
Well, she did.
So I think she probably had. So we got Eric Johnson. Who's Eric Johnson?
Says he's a
tight end.
Well, I mean, she did have a thing for athletes. There's a term for that. Because when I think Eric Johnson, I wasn't thinking about a football player. I was thinking about a musician, a guitarist, right?
Yeah.
But,
well, she likes football players.
Yeah,
Apparently.
she's yes. Speaking of football, Roger Goodell is close to getting a contract extension.
Yeah, the owners approved or about to approve that today, depending on what story you read, through 2027. So I don't know what the figures are, if there's a raise involved there, but I think at last check, wasn't Goodell making like some $40 million a year, something like that?
You think about
50 now. Okay.
You think about Roger Goodell and the amount of money that he gets paid, which has typically been more than the top paid quarterback. And maybe Roger Goodell wants to still be the highest paid guy out there. But you think about like bringing in these TV deals, bringing in Amazon, having a team that just sold for $6 billion. If he's making $63.9 million, which is what he earned in 2019 and through 2021, that's chump change when you look at the percentage of what a CEO would make from a company. You know, when you look at
which is basically what he is.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, you think about they're worth billions. If he's only getting 60 million, well, that's a ridiculous amount of money. That is a small percentage of the actual worth of what he's in charge of.
Well, I guarantee you, if he wasn't doing a good job for the owners, they wouldn't extend him.
Absolutely.
So he's doing well, apparently, for the game of football. I mean, and again, you know, we say it all the time. Football is king, and it ain't even close. And a big part of that is because of Roger Goodell. I mean, it is, whether you like the guy or not. And I know the fans at the draft now love to boo the guy and everybody, but the man has done a great job for the NFL.
When you got half of the people always mad at you, you're doing something right.
Absolutely.
And he is doing it's right. Even when you're mad at him, he is doing it right. And that's what the NFL owners want. The NFL profits keep going up. Roger Goodell gets the credit for that. They did make a fair catch rule today that has a lot of people up in arms, although I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because you're not going to see it that often. But on a kickoff, you can fair catch it wherever you are at the 5-yard line, the 8-yard line. The ball is going to automatically come out to the 25.
It is. Now, it's the special teams guys that didn't like it.
Well,
the coaches, the special team coaches didn't want it, but the owners approved it anyway. And you know, we talked about it earlier, and you made a good point about we're not going to see this very often because, look, if it's a touchback, you get it on the 25 anyway. But it's one of those short kickoffs that you can fair catch it at the 10, and they'll put it at the 25.
When you're typically going to see this, and they do this in college, they do this in the spring leagues. Late in a half, late in a game, team scores, they've got a kickoff. A lot of times they'll kick it short to try to create a return to take 7, 8, 12 seconds off the clock. And this will eliminate that. The other part of it, if a guy miskicks and it's a short kick, and maybe you're not set up for a return because you're anticipating a touchback, you're still going to get that touchback. I mean, special teams coaches, they always think every time they go out there, they call a play, a return left, return right, whatever it is, they're taking it to the house.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, punts are not included in this. It's kickoffs.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. So,
or a free kick, like after a safety.
Exactly, which is fine because it would really be unfair, I think, if it happened on punts.
Well, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, the strategy of the game, if I'm punting, I'm at the 40-yard line and I'm punting and I'm trying to get you to fair catch it inside the 15, inside the 10.
Yeah.
And you automatically come to the 25. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks.
It does.
It does. Now, what does suck, and there's been a lot of people talking about this, complaining about it, about the flex rule for the Thursday night games. How much is it really going to hurt the NFL fan base? You'll be surprised at the number Jerry Jones is talking about. We'll dive into that as we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it happens to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. We're coming up on a nice holiday weekend. None of you plan on getting arrested, but some of you will. You get arrested, a friend of yours gets arrested, the best way to get out of jail is to call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. You can text the word bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds because nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential and open 24/7. They have offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. If you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
It's R&R in the morning, tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, does Joe Mazzulla still have a job?
The Cowboys complete their first week of OTAs. We'll get you all caught up. The party starts at 6.
R&R in the morning, tomorrow at 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
With summer savings at the Home Depot, we'll get your kitchen clicking with top brand appliances like a new GE refrigerator with internal water dispenser for a crisp, cool glass of water every time, or a GE oven with built-in air fryer for healthier, crispier options with no preheating. Plus, with convenient shopping in-store and online at the Home Depot, your innovative new appliances are just a click away too. Save up to 30% on select appliances plus $300 off select refrigerators at the Home Depot. Pricing valid May 18th through June 7th, 2023. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. Changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Valvoline Advanced can help your engine get more miles. Right now, buy a 5-quart jug and get a free STP Extended Life Oil Filter. That's right, free. Get started on your next job today with the parts you need, when you need them, at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
Missions Baseball is back tonight at Wolf Stadium. It's AARP $2 Tuesday, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Gates open at 6 p.m. First pitch at 7:05. Go to samissions.com for tickets. We are San Antonio.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is, but the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it, because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
There's no better way to cool down than with this cool deal. Get a medium frozen Coke, frozen Dr. Pepper, or frozen Fanta for just $1.79. Prices at participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Grand Slam, bomb.
went yard, long ball, dinger. Do you even know what I'm talking about, Nigel?
Croquet.
Nigel, I'm talking about baseball. Quarter-room plumbing and air conditioning is a lot like a baseball team.
Should we wear cups, Joe?
When a person has plumbing problems or their air conditioner just isn't cooling right, they can rely on our team to make the big plays. We hit it out of the park every time. Call Quarter Moon Plumbing and Air Conditioning, day or night, 651-5899.
Joe, should I start singing now? Take me out.
License
number N16004, TACLA 000743455.
What if you could build a six-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a six-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons, best-selling author and executive producer of a new Hollywood documentary called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. In this film, economists and Nobel Prize-winning PhDs from Wharton, MIT, and Stanford share a strange concept I call the retirement discount. It gives you more retirement income with the same dollar saved, and your money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even people who are on track have shifted money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you are over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money, call to get a free copy of this brand new movie, 1-800-578-3535. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you get it completely free, plus 2 hours of bonus behind-the-scenes footage. No credit card required. Call right now. 1-800-578-3535. That's 1-800-578-3535. Again, 1-800-578-3535.
Hi, Jason Minix here from the Blitz. You've heard me talk about Noble Gold Investments and their website, noblegoldinvestments.com. I'm with the CEO of noblegoldinvestments.com right now, Colin Plume. What is the best way to go about learning the ways to buy gold and silver, whether it's the actual physical metals or you get it in an IRA?
So there's three ways to buy gold in the market. You can buy a stock or an ETF, you can buy a mining stock or an ETF, or you can do what we do is when you're buying the asset, you're actually buying physical gold and silver, the actual asset from us. And each different way has their pros and cons. The people that buy from us, they don't want the middle person. They don't want to have to worry about that ETF buying enough gold and silver. They want to hold it. They want to own it themselves. It's nice to know that you don't have to rely on anybody, that you actually have an asset that's been around, gold's been around 5,000 years. You have an asset that you own and you're in charge of it, and you don't have to worry about anybody else making a mistake or doing something wrong with your retirement.
Learn more at the website, noblegoldinvestments.com.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, do we still have basketball? We'll look back at the Heat and Celtics, or are we waiting another week? I got a question for you. Is Deron Bland the most important player on the Cowboys defense coming up next year? Now back to the Blitz. One more day and we're at a bar.
Deron Bland?
Deron Bland.
Got to tune in to hear that. R&R tomorrow morning. This is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. As Rob Thompson alluded to, tomorrow we're going to be live at the Tin Cup Bar, which is at the Golf Club of Texas. It's a great bar they have out there at the golf club. So if you're not a golfer, come hang out at the Tin Cup. If you're a golfer, you like to drink beer, you like to eat, come hang out with us tomorrow at the Tin Cup. Bring the whole family. It's going to be a fun one-year party for the Tin Cup Bar. The Golf Club of Texas has been there for a long time. Been a year since they opened up the Tin Cup Bar.
Well, they've done a great job. We played out there not too long ago, and we were in the Tin Cup Bar and having a good time. But the golf course, my goodness, what they've done with the golf course is fantastic. I mean, I remember at one time it wasn't a great place to go play, but now it's in great shape and a lot of fun to play.
That from a man who's wearing a shirt right now that says the Dominion.
Well,
on his chest.
I had an opportunity to go hobnob with the rich folks this weekend, so that was nice.
I'm just saying though, Joe knows his golf courses.
Yes, I do. It was it was a lot of fun, and so was the Golf Club of Texas. It was a lot of fun.
You just didn't play as well out there.
So go play.
Yep.
No, I play where? Where did I not play well?
At the Golf Club of Texas.
I did play well there.
That's I just remember you on the losing team. That's all I remember.
Well, it's because some of the teammates that I had didn't play very well, Rob Thompson. That's all. And then, I met Jimmy for the first time. He works at KTSA.
Mm-hmm.
He's all right.
Slow play.
Well, yeah, that, and he was okay on a couple of holes.
And then one of those too.
And then there was Tim Spence, who would, show up every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
So I played fine. We should do that again. We need a little rematch. Maybe, mix up the team. Maybe we just put names in a hat and draw them out.
What we need is not for Tim Spence to blind draw the teams and tell us it was legit.
Yeah.
Spence tried to hand pick a team, and it didn't work out because one of his quote-unquote A players that I've seen play, not necessarily an A, but bailed, and then he got stuck with Jimmy.
Yes. In which I'm still talking to Ernie about that. I don't know if that will ever truly go away.
He chose Taylor Swift.
I know.
Over playing golf with us.
And I'm really bitter about it.
Well, you're just mad because you didn't go see Taylor Swift. If you had the chance to go see Taylor Swift, especially with the seats he got from the record label, you would have said, the hell with all you boys playing golf.
Yeah.
So would I. Even if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, just to see that spectacle.
I hear it's a fantastic show.
Yeah.
Wow. It's expensive.
Yes. There are a lot of people right now deciding their kids don't need college, but they need a concert experience.
No, their kids are saying that. I don't need college, but I need to see Taylor Swift.
I've seen her a couple of times because, at one time I had a teenage daughter.
Yeah.
Thank goodness we didn't have to go to this tour.
Well, that's why I had to go see the Justin Bieber movie and, concerts with Justin. And
we're all dudes, man.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
We all, that comes with it. Like I'm going to see Pink in August. That wouldn't be one that I would have said. That's a show that we're
I
going
love
to.
Justin Bieber.
Let's say that.
Was that Rudy?
That was Rudy. Hey, why not Pink? I think that's probably going to be a hell of a show.
It's going to be a great show. I saw Pink playing at the Taylor Hawkins tribute at the Forum in Los Angeles, and she killed it. Then my wife said, she's on tour. Will you go see her with me? I said, yeah, I'll go. Now, I've been listening to more Pink music since then, so I would recognize songs. I'm sure I'll have fun. It's at Wrigley Field. It's going to be fun. They sell beer. It's going to be fine.
Oh,
she's a badass.
Yeah. Well, okay.
She's a badass.
I was wondering, where's the next one?
The next one, what?
I don't know. Alaska? Where are you headed next time?
Boston this weekend
Chicago.
For Foo Fighters. I like to travel and mix in a concert.
Well, since you own half of Southwest Airlines.
Well, and the other part of it too, the real reason why we have to go to another city to see Pink is she plays in San Antonio in the Alamo Dome either the day after or the day before Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
And my liver has told me I can't do back-to-back nights, concert nights in the middle of a week.
Yeah, my liver tells me that too, and I just ignore it.
Again.
Dude, I ignore it. I was just at a golf tournament where Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was pretty much nonstop.
Yes.
Quit being a wussy. Exactly. You got to talk back to your liver from time to time.
All right. Let me rephrase. Have you seen beer prices at the Alamo Dome?
Dude.
Now, first off, I'm never one that's going to go to an event and bitch about prices. If I'm going to an event, I know it's going to be expensive. But if you've got Guns N' Roses one night and Pink the next night, your liver and your wallet are saying, dude, what are you doing to me?
Well, that just for the concert tickets alone.
Yes.
That's the hard part.
Yes.
So if you've already seen Pink, you're just going to Guns N' Roses.
I'll see Guns N' Roses in the
dome. I'm disappointed that you're going to see them here in the dome. What's the fun in that?
That's what I was saying.
Geez.
Maybe we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, you should go to, Alabama or something.
Alabama. Pledge, pull up the Guns N' Roses schedule. I'll pick another city. I'm going to book tickets for us on Joe's credit card.
Yeah.
Didn't he just offer to send me to another city to watch this?
He did. You want me to see if they're playing in Mobile?
You got to be careful.
Please don't.
You got to be careful about going to those cities are like Mississippi and Alabama, and Southwest doesn't fly there.
Well, see, if Southwest doesn't go there, I don't need to go.
Well, that's exactly right. So they don't.
Yeah, but I'm sure that Guns N' Roses is playing in many cities in which Southwest does fly to.
They probably do. In the Middle East, Yeah, go to Dubai.
I don't think Southwest is going to get me there.
They're playing with Pink.
Yeah, but that's at a festival. And they're not really. Pink's on Friday and Guns N' Roses on a Sunday. And that's during football season, so I can't go. My football weekends are spoken for.
You know, whenever we go to...
I got football season and concert season.
We go to Biloxi, right? I love going to Biloxi. There's a great casino there called Beau Rivage. It's an MGM property.
Yep.
But you got to fly all over the country to get there. There are no direct flights there.
Well, or you go on the Sun Country Old People's Tour and they leave at 6 a.m.
Yeah, you could do that. And most of those tours are like 5 days. And me and casinos can't do 5 days, buddy. So that ain't happening. An American flies there, right? But you either have to... Quick story, because we're up against it.
Here we go.
We had to fly. Maggie found this. She said, I found a great trip to Mississippi, and it's going to save us some money. I said, all right, babe, what is it? We flew from San Antonio to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then back to
save
Biloxi.
$8.
It wasn't much, but, you know, yeah.
Like my niece used to, when she was living here, she would go and take like JetBlue or Spirit or something out of Austin because it was $80 cheaper. And I'm like, Bree, you got to pay for your luggage.
Yeah.
You got to pay for your drinks. You got to pay, and you got to drive to Austin and pay to park for $80.
Yeah.
I can drop you off. I can pick you. You can Uber from our house to the airport's about $17. Right. But she saved $80.
Well, it just looks good.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good.
And then when you fly Spirit, you get a wonderful 8-hour layover in some nice place, right? Where your bar bill's $80.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
You're such a snob.
I know it.
Tough news, no Alabama dates for Guns N' Roses.
Damn it.
That was so funny. All the way to North Carolina. It's like we needed a parachute. Just let us
They
off
do have
here.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
There you go. It's a great casino.
But
Plus, it's an MGM property.
Football season. Then they're going to Kansas City.
It's a fun place.
And then they're coming here.
All right.
I'll see them here in the Dome.
Okay, whatever. Little anticlimactic.
The Dome's a good place to watch a show.
I'm sure it's fine.
The only problem with the Alamo Dome is the fan experience there because they don't give enough real estate to the T-shirt sellers. So there's always these long-ass lines trying to buy merch. Like the other night at Red Hot Chili Peppers. The merch line never seemed to get shorter.
Yeah.
One of the guys that we were sitting with, Sam's friend, his kid wanted a T-shirt. So I was like, well, I'm not standing in line. But if you get in that line, will you grab me one, right? In songs that he didn't know, he would go check the line. Not any shorter.
Never moved.
I promise you, there are people that never saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They stood in line the whole damn time to get a T-shirt.
Now, is the T-shirt worth it?
I mean,
no. Not if you're going to miss the show.
I mean, I say no, but I understand the importance of the concert tee. But at the same time, I go to concerts all over the country. I never see lines at merch like you do at the Alamo Dome because they only have a couple of them. You go to others and they're all over the place.
How many concert T-shirts do you have that you haven't seen in about 10 years?
I've got a closet full.
I'm sure.
I could probably wear a concert tee every day for a month without a repeat. Because there's two things with a concert T-shirt. You don't throw them away. For whatever reason, you just never throw them away. Even if you don't wear them anymore, they don't fit anymore, you just don't throw them away. They just hang in the closet and they got dust on the...
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and they're $500 for a thing that's like thin as...
Well, the
toilet paper in the bathroom.
Well, it's almost become especially if you get a show-specific shirt.
Right.
It's your memento because there's no concert ticket stubs anymore.
That's true.
And so like day of posters and these concert specific T-shirt are kind of your memento of the show because you don't have your ticket stub anymore.
You got memories,
which
Jason.
kind of sucks.
Just memories.
It's memories.
That's all
like
you need.
Facebook will remind me, 4 years ago you saw so-and-so.
Exactly right. Trying to save you money.
When you need an electrician, Hill Electric is available to you 24/7 for residential and commercial needs. I know I've used Hill Electric for a variety of projects at my house through the years. They do fantastic work and have for over 3 decades. Family-owned, Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. So whether you're a business, you need extra outlets, USB ports, whatever the case may be. Maybe you just need an electrician on staff because you got stuff. The great thing about Hill Electric, they've got the right service at the right price, but there's never a service charge, and they always offer free estimates. So it costs you absolutely nothing to figure out what it will take to get a project completed. So call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074, 404-9074, or online at hill-electric.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Denver Nuggets are in. Now the question is, which team will they face in the NBA Finals? Tonight, we might find that out. The Celtics are in Miami. It's a must-win for the Beantowners. They have to win, and you can catch it on both 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and ESPN 1250 beginning at 7 o'clock. NFL owners on the verge of approving a contract extension for Commissioner Roger Goodell through 2027.
I can't wait for what's next. Even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis, the Pixaban tablets, reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer Wet Jet. With Swiffer Wet Jet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer Wet Jet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the best superstar battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Valvoline Advanced can help your engine get more miles. Right now, buy a 5-quart jug and get a free STP Extended Life Oil Filter. That's right, free. Get started on your next job today with the parts you need, when you need them, at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Wow, Total Wine really does have everything. I found a great Prosecco for under $8, your favorite Cabernet, and Ruthie.
Ruthie?
Hi, that's me. What can I help with? Oh, thanks for recommending that amazing French rosé. And I can't believe it was under $7. I know, right? You can't beat that price.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Let's grab some more. So glad we found Ruthie.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, be 21.
The Home Depot will get your kitchen cooking with top brand appliances like a new GE refrigerator with internal water dispenser for a crisp, cool glass of water every time, or a GE oven with built-in air fryer for healthier, crispier options with no preheating. Plus, with convenient shopping in-store and online at the Home Depot, your innovative new appliances are just a click away too. Save up to 30% on select appliances plus $300 off select refrigerators at the Home Depot. Pricing valid May 18th through June 7th, 2023. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Summer's heating things up, outside and on the grill. Whether you're smoking a brisket or grilling up veggies, Kingsford Original Charcoal delivers the consistent performance and smoky wood-fired flavor barbecuers crave. Kingsford Original lights faster and has a long burn time, giving you the ultimate grilling experience. So grab a bag of Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford.com. Kingsford Original Charcoal lights faster and delivers consistent performance compared to nationally available charcoal in the USA.
All guests appearing on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star appear on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Buyers Barricades provides traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
4 seconds to go. Reeves has it. Left sideline. Lakers down 2. Inbound to James. LeBron against Gordon. Drives into a double team. Puts it up. Couldn't get it. Horn sounds. Game's over. The Denver Nuggets have finally done it. In their 47th season in the NBA, the Denver Nuggets are going to the NBA Finals. And they take out the Lakers in a 4-game sweep. Nikola Jokic, a 30-point triple-double, and the Nuggets win it 113-111.
Mark Kestisher with the call last night on ESPN Radio, and something you heard right here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Kesty with a great call there. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. The Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. The Nuggets are going to the NBA Finals, but the storylines today is LeBron really going to retire?
Well, because LeBron made it so, right? He said that. He's not sure what he's going to do, but it doesn't matter. LeBron can stump his toe walking out the door, and that's all people are going to be talking about.
Yeah, but I think it was very calculated for LeBron to sit up on the postgame after getting swept out of the playoffs and say he's not really sure if he's going to continue playing in the NBA.
We'll see what happens going forward. But I don't know. I got a lot to think about, to be honest. And just for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball, got a lot to think about.
Look, the guy's tired. I mean, Father Time is undefeated. LeBron showed, though, that he's got some left in the tank. He's not going to retire. I would be shocked if he retires. However, you're sitting up there, you just got swept, you lose a heartbreaker. You don't want to talk about it. You want to go and sit in your house, take a vacation, whatever LeBron is going to do, and then he'll come back refreshed, ready to go, and so it's just a story to tell.
I do think it's calculated on LeBron to make sure he's still a topic of conversation.
I guess.
And in reality, we're talking about LeBron's future today, which is smart of him, as opposed to what went wrong for the Lakers. How good is this Denver team? I think in a lot of ways, LeBron James is shielding his teammates, his coach, who got out-coached in this series, management, by steering the conversation, because nobody was watching that game or saw LeBron in this playoffs and thought, man, he has lost it. It might be time for him to hang it up. There's
nobody.
And keep in mind, he's under contract for another year, then he has a player option. He has said more than a gazillion times that he wants to play with his kid, Bronny, who is still a couple years away. So why would he say it now, other than to protect his team from, instead of us dissecting what went wrong with the Lakers, we're steering the conversation to, could LeBron really step away from the game?
Yeah, maybe. I just look, he's an intelligent man, but I'm not sure that he's that calculated. I mean, that would take some thought process, I would think. But maybe you're right. I can't completely rule it out. But I just look, he knows what the problem is with the Lakers, and they've got some issues. They're already tied. There's rumors that Trae Young, they're going to go out and get Trae Young, because I don't think Kyrie's going to work. He's too expensive. And, well, Kyrie's all about Kyrie. That would be a circus show. If they get a guy like Trae Young, you put him with LeBron and AD, you're going to have to lose some of these other pieces that the Lakers claim that they want to keep. But who knows what's going to happen? And the whole thing about playing with Bronny, what is LeBron just going to snap his fingers and Bronny gets drafted by, I don't know, Sacramento? What is LeBron just going to snap his fingers and go sign with Sacramento?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's a package deal.
It's not.
It is. I mean, that's his plan, and he has structured his contract to where he's going to be a free agent when Bronny is eligible for the draft.
Okay,
And-
so is
well-
that said team going to have the cash, or is he going to play for free?
Well, he won't play for free, but I imagine, think about it. All honesty, what GM would not add LeBron to the roster? I mean, with what you've seen this year from LeBron, with what you've seen, honestly, you would add him to your team. Think about the attention, the notoriety, ticket sales, all of that. You would get.
I get all
And
that.
I don't think LeBron in that situation would command $40-50 million a year.
Well, he's commanding over 50 right now.
Well, and again, right now, but when if he wants to live his dream to go play with his kid, he's going to have to go play at a far discounted rate for that to happen.
So you just completely turn an NBA franchise into a sideshow.
Well,
because that's what you do, basically.
Yeah,
That's
but
the way
yeah,
that's going to
yeah,
be.
Yes, that's exactly.
That's what's going to happen.
I mean, will it work out that way? I mean, quite honestly, Bronny's a good basketball player. Is he going to be NBA ready after 1 year at USC?
I don't know.
All right. Does it matter because he's Bronny? Will a GM draft him? Right? I mean, will a GM that's friendly with LeBron draft him, knowing he's going to get LeBron as part of a package deal? Does that increase the value of Bronny coming out? Because USC has the number one player who's a point guard committed for next year as well, who will probably be one of the top draft picks. So Bronny, I don't know how much playing time that guy's going to get. And if he does get a lot of playing time, it's not going to be a point guard because they got the best point guard on the planet right now in college.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen. I mean, LeBron's going to be at every game that he can be at for USC.
Well, if he takes a gap year and doesn't play in the NBA this year, which I heard today, which I thought was ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. What is he, 39 years old?
Yes.
So, look, and he's in shape. He could probably play another 3 or 4 years if he wants to. I'm just saying, yeah, that's a great dream, and it's great to see, and everybody goes, oh, isn't that sweet? Come on. All right, it's professional basketball. All right, this is not the LeBron James league, although he thinks it is.
Well, again,
come on,
man, who pissed in your Cheerios?
Well, nobody,
it would be a great story.
Sure.
Think about all the specials that are going on. I mean, he already has the Last Dance camera crew following around, which is the only thing that you can say, well, maybe he is going to retire. You know, he's talking about now he decided to have the film crew follow him this year. Right?
You know, he should retire and go follow Bronny and allow Bronny now to be the star.
Yeah.
Because that's if LeBron goes, Bronny's going to be an afterthought. Are you kidding me? He's going to be an afterthought. And I'm going to say, hey, Dad,
get the hell out of here, man.
Get out of here. Let me play. You had your time in the sun.
Could you imagine? You know, you're Bronny, you go to your NBA city, and you've got helicopter dad named LeBron James on the same team, on the same buses, on the same planes. Hey, all the guys, we're all going out. Yeah.
Yeah, Bronny
My
can't
dad
go.
said no.
Unbelievable.
But at least you know what they're going to be doing on Tuesday.
I saw that commercial last night. Did you see that?
I did not.
I saw the commercial. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah?
It wasn't bad.
The taco bleep?
You know, I got this dude here, 5108 on the text line. And I am a party pooper. I mean, honestly, is that what basketball fans are looking forward to? Bronny and LeBron playing together?
Story. It would be a great story.
For the first game. It's a great story.
All right.
Training camp, it's a great story.
Hang on. For the record here, I'm going to go all Michael Jimenez for a moment. Let me.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
Please. Spurs have what? 3 picks in the first round?
Stop it. That's not happening. Stop it.
All right. Wait a minute. So one of those picks you use on Bronny, and you're able to bring in a LeBron James who will get to play for Pop, you know, and a Wemby. You wouldn't be all down for that?
No. You would.
I'm being all Michael Jimenez here. I don't see that happening.
I hope that the Spurs, and I have a lot of faith in Pop and RC.
Glasses just got ripped off for the record. Oh, boy, we struck the nerve.
I would hope that they are more interested in building a team than having a circus sideshow in San Antonio for a year.
We're bringing in Wemby. The circus sideshow is on its way.
Well, and with Wemby, because this is what I'm told, right? I mean, everybody's going to want to play with this guy.
Yep.
Let's build a team instead of just having an exhibition year with
get over a BS hypothetical.
with the LeBron James family. Gee whiz.
You know, any team with LeBron has a chance to go to a championship.
Well, of course, but everybody tells you every team with Wemby has a chance too. Isn't that what everybody says? 23-13 today. Had Michael Jimenez quaking in his shoes.
That's what you call quaking, huh?
Well, yeah.
Just for the record, now when we talk about quaking, you know what we mean.
Exactly.
Wink, wink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nobody's sat in that chair since Michael left it.
No, and then they shouldn't either.
No.
He was kind of bent over when he walked out of here, wasn't he?
Oh, my goodness.
He couldn't stand up straight.
Yeah.
Made some glory hole.
Oh. Ill-timed drop.
Just don't ever do that again. There's a reason why I don't do a show with Michael Jimenez. I love the guy, but he's been getting on my nerves for 25 years.
Uh-huh.
So I don't need to channel Michael Jimenez into the Blitz.
I'm just saying.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Here's one on the text line, 9448. I agree with you, Joe. James is on his last tank, and this series proved it. You know, here's the thing, and I am no LeBron James defender, right? I was thrilled that they lost last night. I've been calling him LeBroom all day. But to say that, I mean, yeah, he looked gassed. And he was. Dude played.
But then he played 40-some-odd minutes.
Yeah, he played, 47 officially. He played. I thought he got hurt at the end of the first half, right?
Played 47 to 48 minutes.
You know, I mean, you watched what LeBron did at this playoff run, not just even in this series against Denver. Yeah, he's in the fourth quarter of his career. It's late, but it's not like you're watching his game diminish where you go, boy, this is sad watching go out that way. So if he is thinking retirement, go out while you're still playing at that level. You know, even Tim Duncan, right? Tim Duncan started to show signs that skills were diminishing, and he was gone. Like he walked off that court against Oklahoma City and gone.
He did.
Could he have come back?
Probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But could he have come back at the standard that we all and he expects of himself? No. And I think if LeBron gets to that point where he doesn't think he could live up to his standard, I do think he'd walk away.
I think what we saw from LeBron in these playoffs, and in particular last night, look, the man he's very competitive. I don't think I'm telling anybody anything. And he's got a big heart. I mean, he wants to go out and play at a high level and will his team to win. He tried to do that last night. Unfortunately for him, he didn't get much help. And so you see what's happening.
Yeah.
And they're out.
But
LeBron did his job last night.
And he'll continue to do his job until he can be like Ken Griffey and have junior and senior playing together. Because that would just be so awesome.
It would be awesome. Everybody would cry.
Everybody would.
Oh,
everybody would.
I just do that with Sacramento or Chicago or LA or whatever. I'm really hoping the Spurs will build a team here that can, make some noise.
Yeah.
Not only 1 year with Bronny and LeBron, but into the future. That's kind of what I'm hoping.
You get a certain facial expression every time you say Bronny.
Bronny.
Like a paper towel, man. Just soak it all up.
Goodness gracious.
You want to change topics?
Not necessarily. This is a great topic.
I want to change topics.
All right, go ahead. What are we going to talk about?
Who's the best college quarterback since the year 2000? Who do you guys think? There's a list out. You won't guess number one. But who do you guys think is the best college quarterback since the year 2000?
That's an interesting question.
Dial up the Kia Boss of Smoke Meats phone lines, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. And speaking of, Memorial Day weekend is here. You're going to fire up the grill. You're going to have sausage as part of your spread. You want the best, the kind you could find in butcher shops back in the old days, then Kia Bossa smoked sausage is what you've been looking for. You see, Kia Bossa makes their legendary smoked sausage in small 150-pound batches with only fresh, high-quality ingredients, never frozen meat. They never add fillers or chemicals that you can't pronounce. Then it is smoked over real hardwood. Real smoke, honest meat, slow crafted. What they say is in their products is exactly what is in there. That is what they mean by honest meat. At Kielbasa, they are proud. Their ingredient list is short, straightforward, and doesn't require a PhD in chemistry to translate, because the only way they can guarantee Kielbasa will be the best sausage you've ever eaten is by using only real hardwood with their uncompromising, slow-crafted method, fresh spices, and yes, only honest meat. No fillers, no enhancers. If it's not the best sausage you've ever eaten, just give Michael Kielbasa a call and he'll give your money back. His phone number is on the back of every package sold. Real smoke, honest meat, slow crafted. Go get some Kielbasa today.
Guys, stop what you're doing. Give me a few seconds of your time and let me give you a piece of advice that will change your love life forever. Have you noticed you've been losing a little pep in your step? Has your lady friend asked you, is everything okay? Do you find yourself having trouble rising for the occasion? Do you stress out before that special moment and wonder, is it gonna work? Guys, I'm going to let you in on a big secret. You don't ever have to worry again. The Mojo Male Enhancement Formula has you covered. Mojo is the 100% guaranteed male enhancement formula that guarantees lasting success, if you know what I mean. The Mojo Male Enhancement Formula is safe, natural, and effective every single time, guaranteed. Mojo is available in a fast-acting spray and a quick-action capsule. Do yourself and her a favor and call Pure Line Nutrition in San Antonio today. They'll get you set up for success. Call 210-494-2210. That number again is 210-494-2210. Mojo Male Enhancement, only available at Pure Line Nutrition.
Next up, straight talk from Doug. Ever notice that saying no offense is offensive? Like, no offense, but you're overpaying for your wireless. See? Offensive.
That's the Straight Talk talking. Get unlimited plans as low as $35 a month from Straight Talk on America's most reliable 5G network. Available at Walmart and Walmart.com. On the $35 plan, first 10 gigabytes data at high speed, then 2G speeds. Refer to the latest terms at straighttalk.com based on most first place rankings, root metrics, second half 2022 assessments of 125 metros. Experiences vary, not an endorsement.
The world is always on. But you shouldn't be. Put junk sleep to bed.
During Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale, get a king for the price of a queen and save up to $700 on Sealy. Shop now at Mattress Firm. Restrictions apply. See store or mattressfirm.com for details.
Hi, Jason Minix here for Noble Gold and their website, noblegoldinvestments.com. If you've been thinking of how to secure the value of your assets and grow your wealth, you need to think gold. After the latest bank failures and other economic news that could devalue the dollar, gold is a safe investment to secure your wealth. If you're not sure what to do, that's not a problem. Go to the website, noblegoldinvestments.com. At Noble Gold, they will walk you through everything. They'll even email you their gold and silver investors guide. Go look at what the price of gold was in 1970 up until today. Go and look at what the price of gold was 10, 15 years ago. A lot of people wish they would have bought back then, either in physical gold or an IRA. Don't wish you did this down the road. Go to the website today, noblegoldinvestments.com. Use promo code STAR for a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin they're offering people that qualify. Mark it down to due today. noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Looking for a protein-packed snack to power you through the day? Of course you are. Only Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds have the bold flavors you crave. Spicy dill, Korean kimchi, pasilla chili cheese, and more. Take your snacking to a whole new level with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. And keto fans, you're going to love this low-carb crunch. Get yours at H-E-B and online at southernrecipesmallbatch.com.
Southern Recipe pork rinds.
Garage clutter got you down? Garageization will help improve that mood. Cabinets, shelving, workbenches, overhead racks, slat wall. They even do floors. Oh my! GarageOrganizationSanAntonio.com for more info. GarageOrganizationSanAntonio.com.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
This is The Blitz with Jason and Joe. KTFM Floresville, and always at ESPNSA.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the NFL owners are making a few new rules. One of them is a new fair catch rule. Here's what happens. The ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line if the fair catch is made inside the 25. Now, keep in mind, it only applies to free kicks, not punts. NFL owners also on the verge of a contract extension for Commissioner Roger Goodell through 2027. Rangers taking on the Pirates tonight. Astros in Milwaukee.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minutes.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Tomorrow we're going to be live out at the Golf Club of Texas, their Tin Cup bar. The bar they have there at the golf course, celebrating 1 year since they opened that thing up. Golf Club of Texas has been there for a long time, but the Tin Cup bar celebrates 1 year tomorrow. So come hang out with us tomorrow, 3 to 7.
That'll be a lot of fun. I like birthday parties. So we're going to a birthday party for the Tin Cup bar. I love it.
Will they have cake?
I wouldn't be surprised. They got good food.
They do.
I'll take a cheeseburger and put a candle in it.
You could do that.
That'll work.
I'll just take a cheeseburger and you can save the candle. I know what we're celebrating.
Absolutely.
But if it's a birthday party, there should be cake or cupcakes.
Well, there's going to be a bounce house, I think, if you want to bring your kids out. It's such a family-friendly place. So come on out. The adults can have some fun. The kids can have some fun, and it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow.
Is the bounce house for the kids? Because there's also drink specials. I can imagine we could have some fun with drink specials and a bounce house.
Well, I think why not? I'm up for a bounce house. I'm okay with that.
On Twitter, at Joe Reinagel 210. Tweet at me, at Jason Minix. But I really want to hear from you on this topic because I think it's one of those great debates. 210-656-3776 is the phone number. Who is the best college quarterback since the year 2000? ESPN has put together a ranking of 75 since the year 2000. They use all kinds of different metrics to come up with this list. And it creates great debate because who they have at number one is probably somebody you're never going to say.
I didn't. When we were talking about this earlier, I couldn't believe who was at the top of that list.
So who do you guys think? 210-656-3776 on the Twitter text thing, actually, text line. 5916 says Kellen Moore or Colt McCoy.
Wow.
See, now those are two very good, when I say you're not going to believe the answer, guesses.
Sure.
Right? Because both Kellen Moore and Colt McCoy had incredible college careers. 4-year starters, racked up a ton of wins, a ton of yards. Colt McCoy is number 12 on this list. Little Kellen Moore from Boise State is at number 14 on this list.
Look, my pick was Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel is at 13.
My pick was Tim Tebow, who is number 4 on this list.
Well, that kind of narrows it down a little bit if you're playing at home.
If you're playing at home.
Vince Young?
Vince Young is number 3 on this list. And again, not about your NFL career, but about what you did in college. And there are a lot of guys, like, say, a Joe Burrow, who had one of the greatest seasons of all time, the greatest college quarterback. Because, you know, and in this, you know, if you've got, say, a Joe Burrow at number 1, hard to argue if you talk about greatest seasons, but is he the greatest college quarterback?
We're talking about over the whole time, right?
Well, I mean, you know, when you're debating something like this, there's so many factors you could go there because, you know, if you're just thinking, you know, straight up individual seasons, then, you know, yeah, you would have to put, say a Joe Burrow in that mix, because certainly a great season.
He had a great season.
You would look at Vince Young and put him in there. Yeah, Vince had a great career, but he had one hell of a season.
He did.
Cam Newton had one hell of a season.
I loved watching Lamar Jackson play.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what his career numbers are, but I mean, he was just an exciting college football player. So he was fun. He's on the list at number 8. But I mean, it's interesting that you go here, and I agree with you. Tim Tebow was a great college quarterback. Cam Newton was a great college quarterback. Matt Leinart was a great college quarterback. But none of those guys are at the top.
No. On the YouTube live channel, John Robbins says, I think Cam Newton had the best season by a quarterback I've seen. And it went away. The rest of his team was painfully average, and he willed them to a title while beating Bama at Bama after being down 24-0. And Cam Newton would be one you would say great season. But the best quarterback, he comes in at number 2 on this list.
Cam Newton, yeah.
Cam Newton is number 2.
We had on the text line, somebody says Trevor Lawrence, and he's what, at 11, 12?
Trevor Lawrence is in at number 11. So
Yeah.
we're not telling you who number 1 is, because I want you to guess it, right? Cam Newton is 2, Vince Young is 3, Tim Tebow is 4, Joe Burrow is 5, Deshaun Watson is at number 6.
That's a guy that nobody's really guessed. And you forget that, look, and with all the stuff, Deshaun Watson had a pretty good career at Clemson.
Oh, yeah, he had a great career in Houston until Bill O'Brien screwed it all up.
That's a good
and
point,
then he
too.
had one too many massages.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, and I'm going to guess this is Oklahoma Kyler Murray and not A&M Kyler Murray, but when you combine them, he's at number 7. Lamar Jackson at 8. Marcus Mariota at 9. RG3 is in at number 10.
That's a pretty good top 10 list.
It really is. Well, that's 2 through 10.
Well, and what's interesting is Bryce Young is in at 19. C.J. Stroud right behind him at 20. Those two guys went 1 and 2 in the draft this year. Somebody else is saying Michael Vick. He's got to be on this list somewhere.
Well, no, Michael Vick was prior to 2000, wasn't he? When was Michael Vick in college?
No, it couldn't have been. I mean, you remember that. I mean, 2000 was 23 years ago.
I realize that. But I want to say Michael Vick was more in the 90s, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Can you look up when Michael Vick was in college, Pledge?
I don't think he's that old.
Robert Spencer on YouTube Live says Colt Brennan of Hawaii. Colt does make the list, but nowhere near the top. In fact, 2 Hawaii quarterbacks make the top 75 according to the ESPN rankings.
Well, you're all excited because there was a Navy guy.
Keenan Reynolds got in there, and he did. He was a hell of a quarterback for Colt Brennan is at number 42. And when you're looking at this, I mean, there's some things in here that might surprise you. Like the highest ranking quarterback from Texas Tech is Graham Harrell at 34.
Okay.
Right? Patrick Mahomes is in the 50s.
Well, if you recall, look, Patrick Mahomes was good in college, but he was never one of those guys that really kind of stood out. I mean, I say that standing out. He's a great quarterback, obviously talented, but at Texas Tech, he wasn't that guy you said, Patrick Mahomes is going to be the best quarterback in the NFL in a couple of years.
No. Oh, absolutely not. As I'm going through the list, Michael Vick played at Virginia Tech starting in 99, played 2 years. So he had the 99-2000 season.
So he was in there.
But he doesn't make the top 75.
So does your entire career, I guess, had to be starting at 2000 and forward.
Like Timmy Chang is 2000 to 2004 from Hawaii.
I guess you can't have 1 foot over this line and one over the other.
I don't make up the rules.
I'm just saying.
Telling you what
Michael Vick should be on that list somewhere. I'm just saying.
Well, in the year 2000, how well did Michael Vick play?
Dude, I don't know.
I mean, it
was a long time ago.
If we're not making a list for all time, right?
Virginia Tech?
Virginia Tech.
That's right.
Literally just said that.
There you go. Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah. Like literally just said that.
There you go. According to Pledge, and I'm not sure he's pretty good at this, so I'll trust him. Said he led them to a national title game against Florida State. Was that in 2000?
Was that the game he lost to Danny Cannell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Danny Cannell's not on this list either.
You know who is on this list? Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
The backup to Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, he had a good career at BYU. Should
He's
have
at
lost to
63.
UTSA.
Yeah.
UTSA wins that game. Jermaine Dyer says Andre Ware again. Andre was well pre-2000.
Yeah, Andre Ware was way back.
Well pre-2000.
Interesting list. And we knew, it would, everybody wants to talk a little bit about that because you remember. And for me, looking at some of the names that I just flat out forgot, we're college quarterbacks over the last 23 years. And so it's interesting. Couple of Hawaii guys. That's it. It's just Brandon Whedon. Wow.
Yeah, good career.
Kevin Kolb.
David Mendelson is saying, don't forget Mahomes was injured while at Tech. You don't have to defend the guy at this point.
Well, it's obviously
I
a
think
Red
we
Raider.
all know.
That's a Red Raider.
What it boils down to. All right, so a couple people on YouTube Live have mentioned him, but not really saying that's their guess as who the best college quarterback is since the year 2000.
I don't know. A couple of people on the text line have mentioned the name.
Oh, have they? I haven't checked.
Yeah, they have.
I haven't checked that. Oh,
I will give them credit.
So people don't want to call anymore. They just all text.
That's easier to text. Right? Yeah.
All right.
It's easier to text.
Dude, somebody literally says B.J. Simmons.
B.J.
Simons. Yeah, whatever. Texas Tech quarterback that we've all forgotten about.
Yeah.
Tommy Frazier from Nebraska. I want to say Tommy was well before 2000, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was 90s.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was 90s, right?
He played against James Brown, so it had to be 90s.
Yeah. Well, and wasn't it Tommy Frazier leading into Scott Frost?
Yes.
So, yeah. Yeah, Tommy doesn't qualify.
Eric Crouch would have been the only Nebraska quarterback worth anything post 2000, I think.
Whoever guessed Stetson Bennett, we appreciate you playing. Although you can make an argument. Randall De Leon on YouTube says, "Wish it was Dak."
I just wish Dak would, climb the list in the NFL.
Here we go. Here we go.
The hell with college.
Baker Mayfield, according to this list,
that blows me away. It really does. And a couple of people did. 9448 on the text line says Baker Mayfield.
Well, by process of elimination, you've got to get to Baker Mayfield, right? And again, you think about his story. Nobody wanted him coming out of college or out of high school up there in Austin. And he walks on at Tech, wins the starting job, then goes to OU. I mean, it really is a good storybook, a good story. His NFL career hasn't been there, but think about the number of great quarterbacks in college that didn't have great NFL careers. You can debate Cam Newton.
A bunch.
You could debate Cam Newton's NFL career, but hell, he went to Super Bowl 50.
Yeah,
right?
I think Cam had a decent.
Yeah, I mean,
NFL
I mean, the way it's kind of ended kind of tarnishes a little bit.
Sure.
Vince Young did not have a great NFL career.
Not.
Tim Tebow did not have a great NFL career. Joe Burrow is having one. Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Marcus Mariota, RG3, Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy's made $1 bazillion holding clipboards. He has had a great NFL career without having a great NFL career.
No doubt.
But you look at like a Johnny Manziel, a Sam Bradford that's on this list, Matt Leinart, that are, I mean, Case Keenum, you could say he's had a great NFL career.
He stuck around a while.
Longevity. How do you define great?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, a guy like Case Keenum still getting NFL paychecks.
He is.
Everybody wants him, and nobody wants him.
And everybody wanted him in Houston. And D'Amico Ryans talks very high about Case Keenum.
Yeah, we've got a Texan segment coming up at 7:15 because Pledge cut up a whole bunch of audio about the Houston Texans. Literally, James Pledger cut up, 16 different cuts from the Houston Texans OTAs, as if we're going to use 2 of those.
Well, that's why I threw that in there. I thought that might be the Houston Texans
segment.
segment.
It very well might be, but on the rundown, at 7:15, Pledge will talk to the wall about his Houston Texans.
Oh, Pledge.
See, L. Holt says, y'all are killing me. What about Case Keenum? He's on the list, dude, 24. With what he did with the Houston Cougars.
I like Case Keenum. Always have.
He's a good dude.
He is.
He's a good dude.
He is. And I think he's perfect for C.J. Stroud.
What about poor Davis Mills?
It's my quarterback.
Well, we'll get into that in our Texans segment.
8:30?
8:30.
Okay.
Yeah. Halftime of the basketball game.
Let's talk about that basketball game as we continue here on the Blitz. Will it be a second night where brooms are out? Will Boston show a little bit of heart? We'll dive into that as we continue here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you're a business owner, a manager, a club leader, and you need your logo on any kind of gear, get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro. If you need caps done, Sam has over 12,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom, including the popular Richardson 112 style trucker caps. You need your nice logo, your company logo on a nice golf shirt, a fishing shirt, a nice dress shirt. Sam will get you taken care of. If you need T-shirts screen printed, go see Sam. Sam has 700 uniforms or more to choose from, all kinds of industries. He has all the big name brands, Nike, Travis Mathew, Port Authority, North Face, Eddie Bauer, to name a few. Sammy's Embroidery and Printing. Nobody has better prices. He's the only company in Texas that offers one-day turnaround. No order too small, certainly no order too big. You need 1 item, 10 items, 10,000 items, go see Sam. Sammy's Embroidery and Printing. Call 210-824-3900 or go by that massive showroom down on San Pedro. It is a mile inside Loop 410, next to Big Lots across from McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
When traveling to the coast, make sure you bring along the guys from 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Listen anywhere on the Odyssey radio app.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is, but the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it, because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
There's no better way to cool down than with this cool deal. Get a medium frozen Coke, frozen Dr. Pepper, or frozen Fanta for just $1.79. Prices at participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Hello, I am Jason Thompson, a lawyer for us. Since 1994, I have helped people injured in car, truck, and motorcycle collisions right here in San Antonio. I don't have a clever nickname. I'm not the law lion, the law gun, the hammer, or some other tool. I'm a practicing attorney. When your life is upended literally by a negligent driver, it can be overwhelming. Dealing with insurance companies is, in my opinion, intentionally complicated and frustrating. Why? The fewer dollars the insurance companies pay, the more they get to keep for themselves. You need an experienced attorney to help you make the best decisions for yourself and your family. And that's what I do. That is who I am. Jason Thompson, a lawyer for us. I'm a phone call away, 210-900-0400. The call and the consultation are free with no obligations. My number again is 210-900-0400, or just remember, alawyerforus.com.
Is it time for a new lawnmower? Visit our Crush the Summer sale at Bill's Tractor and Equipment. Bill's Tractor and Skag have teamed up to bring you incredible savings on residential and commercial mowers just in time for the summer season. Skag mowers are tougher than any job you could throw at them, tough and heavy. Skag is simply the best. 0% financing is available on select models with approved credit. Bill's Tractor has been helping Texans with their mower and equipment needs for over 35 years. Come by Bill's Tractor and test drive a new Skag mower or go to billstractor.com.
If you can't sleep because of annoying knee pain, that's a problem. If you stop running because your feet always hurt, that's a problem. If your elbow, shoulder, and neck pain make it impossible for you to do your job, that is a problem. And it's time to finally do something about it. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti. At Arasti, we fix pain fast. No medications, no injections. Arasti treatment is completely natural and non-invasive. Plus, we accept most insurance plans. There's a location near you. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
Grand slam, bomb, went yard, long ball, dinger. Do you even know what I'm talking about, Nigel?
Croquet.
Nigel, I'm talking about baseball. Quarterroom plumbing and air conditioning is a lot like a baseball team.
Should we wear cups, Joe?
When a person has plumbing problems or their air conditioner just isn't cooling right, they can rely on our team to make the big plays. We hit it out of the park every time. Call Quarter Moon Plumbing and Air Conditioning, day or night, 651-5899.
Joe, should I start singing now? Take me out.
License
number M16004, DACLA 000743458.
You can talk low carb all you want, but if you don't have a lineup of great tasting snacks behind you, you're not going to win the keto game. Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds are high protein and low carb. Plus, they're low sugar, gluten-free, and naturally loaded in collagen. So it is a no-brainer. Get the bold flavors of Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB and online at southernrecipesmallbatch.com.
Southern Recipe pork rinds.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, did the Celtics keep their hopes alive? Something Wemby-ish, and we'll be joined by SAFC goalkeeper Jordan Farr. Now, back to the Blitz. Jason, were you in the building after Messier's guarantee for the New York Rangers? Rob says you were. Inquiring minds would like to know.
It's one of the hard ones, so, I mean, at this point, we have nothing to lose. We just got to go out there and leave it all on the foot.
You feel good about tonight?
Feel very good about tonight. Don't let us get one.
I'm sorry.
No, just don't let us get one. So don't let us get
Kevin
this one.
Millar?
There you go.
Don't let us win tonight. That's our mindset. You let us get one, we feel confident. So we're going to come out and play free, play ready, and it should be fun. Backs on the wall. It's a winner go home, winner the season's over type of game tonight. So definitely got to leave it all out there. Definitely got to come with that fight mentality, and definitely can't have any regrets on the court. It's not.
You know, the Boston Celtic types are saying all the right things today, but will they actually show up and play the right way? It is the Blitz. He's Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The 8-seeded Miami Heat going for the sweep tonight over the Boston Celtics.
Boston has got to find some heart. They had none in Game 3. They got to find some heart tonight. I think they will. This game goes back to Boston for Game 5.
You know, I'm going to be a little critical of the Miami Heat for a moment and their bland marketing department.
Yeah.
Nick Friedel from ESPN is on television right now doing a report live from Miami. And he's holding up the rally towel, if you will, that they've got. And it says beat, and it says Milwaukee with a line through it, New York with a line through it, and Boston. What bothers me about that, and I say bland marketing, is I've got a T-shirt from 2014 from the Miami Heat Arena that looks exactly like that, except for San Antonio doesn't have a line through it because we won.
Yes.
Like they're rolling out the same thing they were doing back in 2014.
Well, some people have no imagination.
I mean, although they've gone to the rally towel as opposed to the T-shirt, but I still have that T-shirt. And speaking, we were talking like concert shirts that you don't wear anymore, but you can't throw them away. I still have that shirt in my closet.
I just think Boston's too good a team. They got too much talent, and I don't think they get swept. I really don't. I think they find some heart. Look, they've been hearing about how little heart they have. They've been hearing how they were embarrassed in Game 3, which they were. And, we'll see what kind of competitors they are. I think they will be competitors tonight, and I think they'll win this game. Now, look, winning 4 in a row is another thing. And this whole, don't let us get one.
I mean, it is a must-win game.
No doubt.
For Boston, and that's what you would expect them to say. I would love to see Boston win tonight just so we have more basketball. I mean, the fact that if Miami wins tonight, the finals don't start till next month. You got to wait 8-9 days before Game 1. The NBA is not going to move it up to this weekend. So what is it? Next Thursday,
June 1st,
is Game 1, regardless of what happens. So I'd like to see Boston win just so we have more basketball. Although maybe some of you knuckleheads will start watching hockey.
No, nobody will.
Stars play tonight, I will probably watch more hockey tonight than basketball. Unless Boston is competing like you saw the Lakers last night against Denver. Because what I saw from Boston the other day, they've quit. There was no competition. There was no competitive spirit. There was no fire. There was no pride. And then their coach didn't even make their starters go play in the fourth quarter. The load management for the beach, what the hell was that? So I've seen nothing from Boston in these first 3 games against Miami that says they have what it takes to show up tonight and get a win.
Oh, look, you're crazy. You didn't think that again in Game 6 against Philadelphia either. Everybody said Philly's going to wrap this thing up, and
you're right.
Lo and behold,
you're right.
Here comes Boston.
But
they
it was
win
Game
it,
6.
and then they go to
They
7.
had showed me earlier in the series that they cared. You're right. But in this series, you've not seen anything from Boston that says that.
Well, I'm just saying.
You got a coach that's getting out-coached by Spoelstra. You got Jason Tatum, who's not even shooting the ball in the fourth quarters of games. It's nuts.
Are you you're here tomorrow, right?
What's tomorrow? Yeah, we're going to the Golf Club of Texas.
Well, I'll be here tomorrow too.
Okay.
Boston wins this game.
Okay.
You won't be here on Friday.
I won't be here on Friday.
It's a beer bet?
You want to do a Friday beer bet on a Tuesday?
Absolutely.
It's time for another beer bet with the Blitz. Oh, Jason and Joe go head-to-head with the biggest bet of the weekend. Here's the Blitz.
I'm taking Boston tonight. You got Miami?
I've got Miami.
Okay, there we go. Beer bet. I think we're tied, aren't we, Pledge?
Are we tied on
4-4?
4-4.
What's the number we're gonna get to? Is that just like 6?
Oh, 6?
Who made those rules?
Y'all did.
We
It was
did?
first to 6 because it's a 6-pack that you win.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Now I've never heard 6 before.
That was your idea.
I thought it was 12, a 12-pack. Right?
It was his idea after he'd had a 12-pack. That's why I didn't remember it.
Which could be very true. But in reality, because, if it's tied 4-4 and he gets one away, and I'm going with a cheesy-ass bet like this.
You'll be in a must-win.
What's a cheesy? I mean, you just said that this is a
I don't know.
No-brainer. Miami's going to win it. Boston has no heart. I mean, you made the case.
Beer bet worthy?
Sure.
I mean, I'm in.
Okay.
But I thought we were going to 12.
Yeah, you just made a compelling argument that Boston doesn't have a chance
nothing
tonight.
From this Boston
That's what
team.
I'm saying.
I've seen nothing.
So you ought to feel pretty good about it.
Boston on Thursday.
You ought to feel pretty good
I hope
about
there's
it.
a game because tickets will be cheap.
There won't
because
be a
Boston
game.
fan. Oh, there won't be a game?
Well, on Thursday there will be.
You said there won't be. So you don't even know what you're betting anymore.
No.
Whoa.
I'm getting my
what?
My days are mixed up.
No, they're not.
You're not going to the game on Thursday.
Dude, if I fly in and there's a game to go to, am I?
There will be a game to go to.
All right.
On Thursday night.
Okay.
Because
there won't be.
Okay. Well, there you go. Beer bet. Done.
Save me a lot of money by not having a game on Thursday.
Well, there you go.
Although I imagine tickets would be cheap because Celtic fans aren't going to want to go watch their team quit if they're able to get into a situation for a gentleman's suite.
They're all celebrating. Sports Talk Radio in Boston.
Are you kidding?
Did you hear what Marcus Smart said? Did you hear what Marcus Smart said? Don't give us one.
Oh, yeah.
Don't give us one, Jason.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for Miami to win the series, and they will. But I'm just saying tonight's game, yeah, Boston wins.
Shireen Williams from Pro Football Talk will join us next, the latest on the Dallas Cowboys and OTAs. If you're shopping for a new vehicle, go see my friends at Ancira Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Truck, part of the Ancira Itonado Complex. Very easy for me to tell you about and recommend Ancira because I am a longtime Ancira customer, and it's because of their great customer service before, during, and most importantly, after the sale. That great customer service is why Ancira has been a top family-run dealership in San Antonio for decades. They're going to make sure you're getting the vehicle you want with the options and features that you're looking for. And price made Ancira number one. Price keeps Ancira number one. So think Ancira. Ancira Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Truck, part of the Ancira Itonado Complex on I-10 West between Wurzbach and Heidner.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Fighting Wimbies went down in flames today to some other team in France. Wimby, though, had 23 points and 13 rebounds. They're in a series, by the way. It's now tied at a game apiece. Denver Nuggets are in. Who's going to join them? Well, Miami and the Celtics will meet tonight in Miami. The Heat can wrap things up. You can listen to that game right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star or ESPN 1250 beginning at 7 o'clock.
Sports Center is brought to you by Kielbasa Slow Crafted Sausage, available at your local grocery stores.
Hi there, I'm Dwayne Charping, owner of Roof Fix. We understand how stressful it is dealing with storm damage. That's why we're offering a special deductible relief program that gives you instant rebates up to $2,500 that you can use towards your deductible. Plus, our relief program also includes 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments for 6 months with approved credit.
Call Roof Fix today at 210-FIX-ROOF or visit their website at rooffixsa.com.
Roof Fix, home of the low price guarantee.
I was in a terrible car accident. I suffered a traumatic brain injury and also injured my spine. My daughter-in-law called Jeff Davis. After expenses and attorney fees, I received $86,559. I want everyone in San Antonio to know Jeff was here for me.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you were injured by a car or large truck, call me at my San Antonio office at 444-4444. That's 444-4444. There's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
Wendy's $3 breakfast deal is a bacon or sausage, egg croissant, plus small seasoned potatoes for $3. It's the breakfast that don't miss. So if you did miss Wendy's breakfast, don't imagine. Fresh cracked eggs, sizzling sausage, crispy bacon, and block out those hot, buttery, flaky croissants. Croissants don't really make a sound, but if they did, for a breakfast that don't miss, Wendy's is that breakfast. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $3 breakfast deal.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Select a request $3 breakfast deal to obtain discount. Not valid for a la carte or combo orders.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-330-2929. That's 800-330-2929. 800-330-2929.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is you're going to get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. This is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches.
Order the original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials. Meet Joe A, Hi. Joe B, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect. Support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
At the United States Postal Service, we're reinventing our network to help keep your business moving. With new shipping options to deliver better value, greater flexibility to conveniently reach your customers, more confident shipping with new informed delivery features, and new electric vehicles for a cleaner, brighter future. Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Learn more at USPS.com/moving forward.
Maytag month has got it going on. It's all you want. It's the savings all month long. Baby, can't you see? Maytag month is all you need. You know you can't go wrong when Maytag month is going on.
Upgrade to the performance you need on all Maytag major appliances during May is Maytag month, happening all month long.
Maytag month is going on.
Ribs, burgers, chicken. Submit what you grilled or smoked, and you could win a $50 gift card from Tri-County Meat Market.
So good and tasty?
Grilling with the Blitz. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Always a treat to catch up with Shireen Williams from Pro Football Talk. She joins us every Tuesday on the Buyers Barricades guest line. And Shireen, I think I've asked too many people about Cowboys kickers this offseason because it's a concern for me that doesn't seem to be a concern for anybody with the last name Jones. But with Brandon McManus being told today he's getting released by the Denver Broncos, who was the fourth most accurate kicker on field goals under 54 yards last season. So now Denver is going to be in the hunt for a new kicker. Why is there no urgency from Dallas to take care of the kicker position?
And Maher worked out, by the way, for the Broncos today, so they could be signing Brett Maher as their new kicker. There's a lot of veterans out there. You look at Mason Crosby, Robbie Gold, and now Brandon McManus. A lot of veteran kickers out there, and maybe that's why they don't feel the urgency is because there's so many veteran kickers out there. Now, I would expect that a lot of these veteran kickers probably want more than maybe the Cowboys are willing to pay, but at some point you figure out, and the Cowboys should have figured this out in the first round of the playoffs, that a kicker is very important. And if he can't make extra points for you and consistently misses them, at some point that's going to come back to bite you. So, I pay the money, pay whatever it takes to go get one of these veteran kickers, whoever that is, whoever you feel like is the best. And Bones Fossil is very good at what he does. He knows who he trusts to be his kicker, so let him pick one of these veteran kickers and go sign it.
Shireen, I want to ask you about this because the Cowboys obviously are losing a day of practice. And one of the OTAs, I'm not sure, is it this one or the next one or both, all of the above, because of, I guess it was too rough a practice or whatever the case may be. Does that really hurt this team? I mean, sincerely, is that a big deal, do you think?
No, I don't think it's a big deal at all. I really don't. I mean, I think they have too many off-season workouts as it is. Guys can get ready on their own. You look at a guy like Micah Parsons, who's spent the off-season working out in Austin until this week, showed up for the OTA. So I think they have too many off-season practices as it is. It's not a big deal at all. You look at the COVID year when they didn't get the off-season program in at all. Everything's fine. I would say it's probably is important that to the teams that it's important for are the ones that have new coaching staff that are learning new offenses, new defenses, or whatever the case may be, that need to get some of that down. That to me is who it's important for. But the Cowboys have their play caller is going to be their head coach. I know that's different, but he's been there and Dak's used to him. So to me, there's no big deal for the Cowboys. There's nothing. Signing a kicker in with you is a bigger deal than losing a day of OTAs.
Shireen Williams from Pro Football Talk joining us here on the Blitz. The NFL owners meetings going on in Minneapolis, and one of the more controversial things to come out starts the week the Cowboys play the Seahawks on a Thursday. Ain't no way a Cowboy game gets flexed. But what I thought was an interesting stat that Jerry Jones threw out, that only 7% of NFL fans have actually ever attended an NFL game in person, because with this rule, they're saying, all right, yeah, it's going to suck for people that make plans and have to change them, but we're really trying to cater to the TV audience. Were you surprised at the 7% number?
He has used that number for 15 years now, over and over and over again. So I've heard it enough that, it doesn't faze you. But what it tells you is they're more concerned about the TV audience than they are about the fans in the stands. I mean, that's just the bottom line. They make more from their TV deals. Bottom line, it's a bottom line business, and they don't care about the fans that come in the stands. They make money from that, but they make more money from TV, so they want to make sure it's a good TV product that they put out there, so they can ask more from Amazon or some other streaming service or whoever it may be the next time when that Thursday night package comes around, saying, hey, this is really valuable. We got some good games on here late in the season, instead of the crap they provided last season a bunch of times late in the season. But, I think it's unfair to fans, especially moving to Thursday. I think it's unfair to move Monday night games for that matter. I mean, you don't know how many season ticket holders the Cowboys have who are from out of town, and a lot of my friends fly. They have season tickets from all over the country, and they set their schedule of they'll come to all 8 or 9 games. They say, all right, I'm coming to this game, this game, this game, this game. Sell the rest of their tickets, make their money back. I'm going to fly in, get my hotels, all that sort of stuff. Even a 28-day notice to me is unfair to those fans who have purchased season tickets for you and want to go see these games and plan to see these games. But it's the reality of it's the way it works. And, you know, a lot is made of the Thursday night flexing thing. They can only do it twice. I don't think they will use it at all when you look at the schedule and what's out there. If they don't, it rolls over to 2024. I just don't think they'll use it, but we'll see it. Do you know what's going to happen? You start looking at even, let's say, so it's week 13. You look at week 8, week 9, and you see some games down there. I don't even know if you know that those are going to be a bad game a little over a month ahead of time. To me, that's really hard to project that far down the line in most cases that's going to be a bad game. I just don't think you're going to see any games flex, and I hope we don't see any games flex because I think it's unfair to the fans.
You know, and I don't know what the rules are, and maybe you do, which is why I'm asking, because you know it all. I look at this, Shireen, and I think, okay, you know, the Cowboys, after they play the Seahawks on a Thursday night, then the next week they got the Eagles on Sunday night, so I'm guessing that game won't be eligible to get flexed. But what about that Bills game? What if Fox says, no, I get Cowboys Bills, we're keeping that game on Fox, even if Amazon says they want that game? How does Fox and CBS protect themselves from Amazon?
Well, you have protections that you have. They're going to protect the Cowboys game no matter what. The only one they don't have a say over is that the last week of the season, which now is week 18. They don't have a say over that. And the Cowboys they're only one below the max, I think, in primetime games. So I think they have one more that could be flexed. And that's probably going to would be week 18 if that's it. I think their schedule is set as far as that. I don't think you're going to see them get flexed because I think you see the networks protect the Cowboys because they know how valuable the Cowboys are and how the ratings are when they have the Cowboys on. So I just don't think you're going to see any Cowboys games, any more games flex unless it's that week 18 game.
Well, I hope you're right, Shireen. I really do. I hope there's not a lot of flex there because you're right. It is unfair to the fans, but TV is everything. And I think that's one reason why they're talking about an extension for Roger Goodell, the amount of money that he's brought in. And you know the owners as well as anybody, if he wasn't doing his job, they wouldn't be talking extension.
And by doing his job, you mean making money hand over fist, which is exactly what they're doing and exactly what the owners want. And as long as he's doing that, he's going to get paid well and he's going to keep his job as long as he wants to keep it. That's what's happened. I mean, this is the old Mark Cuban saying of hogs get slaughtered, but we're not there yet. And I continually say I think the one thing they have to worry about is this oversaturation. If they start finding a way to play, right now they can't till late in the season, but Friday night games and Saturday night games all year round, then I think to me you're going to have an oversaturation because people want to see high school football on Friday nights. They want to see college football on Saturdays. They don't want to see NFL football 4, 5, 6 times a week. I don't. I love the NFL, but I don't want to see it that much. Right now, to me, it's perfect the way it is. Mondays, Thursdays, sometimes on Saturdays, Sundays. Those are great days for NFL football. I don't want to see it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Fridays and Saturdays year round. I just don't want to see that. And I know the players don't want to see that because they don't want those quirky schedules with short weeks or enough short weeks now. Back to the rules, teams are allowed this year to play 2 games on short weeks. That means 2 Thursday games that teams can play. Cowboys obviously are doing it back to back, which makes only 1 short week, which is Thanksgiving week. But players don't like that. Teams don't like that. It is the way it is because they are making a lot of money, and that's why Roger Goodell is going to get his new contract, and it's going to be worth gazillions. The other thing I don't think has been made enough of is now NBC, who I'm employed by, but Peacock. There's going to be a playoff game just on Peacock, and if you don't sign up for Peacock and pay the money, you're not going to get to see that playoff game unless you're in the home market. So get ready for that. And I don't think people truly realize that yet. And when that comes, and their team, it's not their team, but they want to watch the game and have to sign up. I think you're going to hear a lot of complaints about that.
No, we're going to hear a lot of. Well, I mean, look, I mean, the NFL dictates so much. Like I'm in the process of canceling DirecTV so I can sign up for YouTube because the NFL told me I have to. Right? I'm a happy DirecTV customer, but by DirecTV, I'm switching to YouTube. My billing cycle is June 3rd, so it's going to happen like right before then, so I can make that change. And if I've got to download Peacock, then everybody's going to complain, but rush and they're going to download Peacock because that's what the NFL tells us to do.
Yeah, I have DirecTV. I'm keeping DirecTV. I'm just paying more since NBC pays for it for me. I'm just paying more for the Sunday ticket package.
Wait. You hold on, just in case our boss is listening. Your bosses are just going to pay for you to have that streaming service so you can do your job?
Well, you get the package. You don't have to get the streaming service. You don't have to pay the monthly fee. You can just get the Sunday ticket without getting their monthly package. So I'm keeping DirecTV and just getting NBC pays it's $300 and some odd dollars. I think right now it's going to go up another $100 in a couple weeks. But it's only $300 and some odd dollars right now instead of paying the monthly.
Absolutely, Shereen. I just to clarify in case the boss is listening, you get to turn that in for reimbursement, right? Because that's a work-related expense.
It's a work-related expense, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why we love you, Shereen. Thank you.
You're helping in so many
whatever
ways.
I can do to help. Whatever I can do to help.
That's the bottom line. I think the station should have to pay for all of that. I mean, for the record, ESPN, we even pay for our ESPN subscription for ESPN Plus. We don't get reimbursed for that either.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my.
NBC.
Tax write-off, if nothing else.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's good stuff. Pledge, make sure you send that to the boss. Just saying.
Yeah, there you go.
The whole interview is gold. I think. So that's what it bottoms. But again, I think a lot of people though that don't have NBC that's going to reimburse are looking at the situation that they're in because the NFL really is just that powerful. It is amazing.
Yeah, no question about it. I will be curious to see how many people sign up, how they make their money, how this works out for YouTube. And I think also there's some concern based on what happened during the NBA game last week.
Oh yeah.
When they lost the end of the game, are they going to be able to keep up? Is this going to be a disaster? So a lot of questions as we go into get ready for Sunday ticket in the change, and the first time in years and years and years it won't be on DirecTV. So we'll see how YouTube handles that.
Got to be interesting, that's for sure. I'm going to watch. Hopefully the internet doesn't go out.
Well, and the other time that I think about going on a streaming service, the lag time, as far as texting with your buddies or on Twitter, you're way behind in real time.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah, you can't be on Twitter and be on YouTube as well. It's funny because I would be at the Cowboys game. We have a text string. And so you text, hey, getting Cowboys touchdown or whatever. So when I'm at the game and they have it on YouTube and they're watching it on YouTube, I would say, hey, getting Cowboys touchdown. They'd be 30, 40 seconds behind.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, stop doing that. Stop telling us what's going to happen. So I started saying, getting whatever happens next. So I wouldn't give it away. They obviously knew that. Especially if it was a night game, it's the only game on. They knew to watch whatever happened next.
Awesome. Great stuff. Make sure you're following Shereen on Twitter at NFL Shereen. Shereen, always appreciate it. I appreciate the assist today, although I think it will fall on deaf ears, but it was a yeoman's effort there.
Worth the try.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Appreciate it. The great Shereen Williams on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Buyers Barricades provides traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. They are online at buyersbarricades.com.
Yeah, I just saw a tweet from my good buddy Bill Taylor, the weather guy at KENS 5, and he says that there are some storms that could meander a little bit south over the next day or two. And what does that mean for us? You never know, right? When these storms can turn kind of violent, whether that means wind, rain, hail, whatever, and that can do some damage to your roof. There's no question about it. And if that happens, you know what else is going to happen? You've seen them before. The vans come in your neighborhood. They knock on your door and say, we're in the neighborhood. We're from out of town. We want to check your roof. Don't make a bad situation worse. You want to work with a local company with years of experience. That is Stevens Roofing. Look, they're people that work for Stevens Roofing deal with the same weather that you and I do. They got a great saying over there at Stevens Roofing. It's buy local, stay local, trust local with Stevens Roofing. And it makes perfect sense. In fact, the pros at Stevens Roofing repair and install all kinds of roofs, from metal to composition, commercial to residential. And here's a great part of it. If you've got an insurance claim, let Stevens Roofing deal with your insurance company. They'll do that. Takes it completely off of your plate. Their phone number is 210-785-0994. Give them a call. They'll send somebody out. They'll check for any damage, and they'll give you an honest assessment. Whether it's a simple leak or a roof replacement, Stevens Roofing is your local roofer, here for you, rain or shine, and they're going to be here for years to come. You can get them online at stevensroofing.net, but don't forget that saying, buy local, stay local, trust local with Stevens Roofing. 210-785-0994.
It's R&R in the morning, tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, does Joe Mazzulla still have a job?
The Cowboys complete their first week of OTAs. We'll get you all caught up. The party starts at 6.
R&R in the morning, tomorrow at 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
A lot of new enrollments, huh? Braylon, Braden.
Monique's daycare is crawling with new arrivals.
Hey, sweetie, are you hungry?
She needs more early childhood educators.
Did your socks slip off again?
And a nap.
Hey there, little guy. Okay. Shh. Whoa.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
O'Reilly. Get your vehicle ready for spring during Clean Car Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Pro X1 exterior cleaning and detailing products provide professional results and show quality shine for your vehicle. Right now, pick up Pro X1 Snow Foam Car Wash 2 for just $15. See store for details. Pro X1 exclusively at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey guys, did you know June is Men's Health Month? It's time to address those issues you've been ignoring. Tired? Not feeling like your old self? Lacking drive? Revive Men's Health can improve your quality of life for common issues like low testosterone or ED. Why live with it when you can improve it? And Men's Health Month is the perfect time to take charge of your health. To learn about the real-world benefits of testosterone or ED treatment, book your free exam and T-level check today at Revive San Antonio. And for Men's Health Month, ask how you can get a free 30-day supply of custom ED medication if you're medically qualified. They make it easy, convenient, and they have a 99% patient satisfaction rate. So save $199 with a free exam. And don't forget to ask how you can get a free 30-day supply of custom ED medication. Don't wait. Do it today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means... Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Get yourself a Connecticut water system. I'm a huge fan of Connecticut water softeners. These things are quiet, efficient, reliable, and non-electric. But the best part is you'll save money when you own a Connecticut water softener. And I know, living in the hill country, you folks have some serious hard water that can cost you major money in cleaning supplies and wear and tear on your appliances. Plus, Connecticut water softeners are guaranteed to remove more impurities and perform with lower lifetime costs than any other softener on the market. Connecticut is a great choice for folks that are fed up with their old junky water softeners. So for the best water softener in the business and to save money, call Connecticut today.
This is Chris Knipple with Connecticut and San Antonio in the Hill Country.
I'll let you try the Connecticut water softener for 90 days, absolutely free. Connecticut is simply the best water softener you can buy, and that's why we say it's the last water softener you'll ever own.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Ryan, Eggleline, Jason Minix. As you do every Tuesday, it's the injury update powered by the Sports Institute at TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. They're online at tsaog.com. And Dr. Casey Tabor joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. And you know, Dr. Tabor, I guess Aaron Rodgers is just like all of us old guys. He strained a calf today while jogging on a football field.
Yeah, that's I read that. That's a tough one, but you're right. As you age, you can't do the things you always can do. I would guess again, this is a precautionary thing, nothing to look too far into. They'll just hold him back for a little while. He should come back.
Not a big concern that the man was just walking and hurt himself? He's old.
That may be concerning for other future injuries, but I'm not too worried about the ankle and calf injury right now.
Well, Doc, I got to ask you about a local guy, Tariq Woolen, Seattle Seahawks, underwent knee surgery today, and I heard that it was arthroscopic knee surgery. Can you explain the difference between that and just a regular knee surgery?
So a lot of these, particularly sports injuries, they're almost all arthroscopic. And what an arthroscopic procedure is something that's done through the little poke hole. So it's minimally invasive. It's done as an outpatient. They go home the same day. The recovery is quicker. I think what he had done was they were addressing some cartilage issues with his knee. And so unlike an ACL, which is a ligament injury, the cartilage injuries usually recuperate much quicker. They'll usually get back to participating it to some degree, somewhere between 4 to 8 weeks, and typically they'll be back by 3 months, as opposed to the ACLs, where they're usually out anywhere between 6 to 12 months. And so it's a quicker recovery procedure. It's something that we don't anticipate to be an issue. I know that they were kind of mentioning whether or not he'd be ready for spring training. For
training camp.
Training.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any issue with him. Sometimes they'll have some lingering swelling, but typically they'll be back in playing by the time the season starts.
You know, I'm curious, why wait till late May? You know, he just finished his rookie year, but this seems like a vet move to get out of training camp or OTAs. Is it something that probably should have been taken care of earlier in the offseason, or is this typical that something could flare up in the middle of the offseason and say, you know what, let's get this cleaned up and taken care of before the start of the season?
Yeah, it's hard to say whether or not it was they didn't disclose when exactly he had the injury, so he could have injured it a couple of weeks ago doing his spring workouts. His regular routine running, lifting weights, agility drills. He could have had an injury at that point. So I'm guessing that's probably more of an acute injury as opposed to something that he had in the fall last year during the season. Because you'll see most of those guys, if they have an injury like that, as soon as the season's over, they'll get scoped and cleaned out and getting taken care of, so that they're ready to go and get the whole spring and summer to rehab and be back by the time football season starts.
Hey, that's interesting. When you say get scoped and get cleaned out, and you talk about, does some of that cartilage just kind of break off a little bit, or with stuff that you just have to clean stuff out that causes pain?
Yeah, by far the most common injury is an injury to the meniscus, which is I always tell people it's kind of like a shock absorber. It's a soft cushion cartilage that sits between the thigh bone and the shin bone. And when they tear, frequently there will be a piece that is unstable, which means that it moves around or flips around and the people can feel it catching on them. And it's called swelling in the knee, pain, sometimes feeling of instability, meaning it gives out on them. So what we do when we clean it out is clip that little piece out that is flipping around, and that'll stop those symptoms.
You know, when you think about the NBA playoffs, as we visit with Dr. Casey Tabor here for our injury update, Tyler Hero's been out since the first round, little surgery on his hand. The brace has been removed. He's cleared for non-contact. If Miami takes care of business tonight, or even if Boston is able to somehow extend this to 5 or whatever, you know, the NBA finals don't start till a week from Thursday, June 1st. The expectation is Tyler Hero might actually be able to play in the NBA finals. Is you know, cleared for non-contact. Is 10 days enough to say he'd be ready for game 1, 8 to 10 days?
I think it's really based on the time of when he actually had surgery on that. And so I don't remember his exact date of surgery, but typically we will hold people out for at least 6 weeks from the time of surgery to the time that will allow them to return to some degree of sports.
Yeah, well, it's close because he got hurt April 16th. I don't know when he actually had the surgery, but I assume pretty quick.
Yeah. So yes, then the answer would be yes. There is a decent chance, you know, given another additional week, which would be close to. He's at a little over 4 weeks now. So I don't know that he'd be ready game 1 of the finals, but I think there's a decent chance he'd play at some point during the finals.
Always appreciate the insight, Doc. Enjoy the rest of your week.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Dr. Casey Tabor with our injury update, powered by the Sports Institute at TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. They are online at tsaog.com.
This is San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville, and always at ESPNSA.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Always something coming out of the NFL owners' meetings, and this year is no exception. In fact, the owners have approved a new fair catch rule. The ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line if the fair catch is made inside the 25. It only applies to free kicks, no punts. They also are working on a contract extension for NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell that would run through 2027. And Miami going to try and kick the Celtics out.
Joe Reinagel.
The third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You want to finish
Sports
Sports Center?
They try to kick them out because they can wrap up the series tonight with a win in Miami. Game 4 tip-off, by the way, is at 7:30, but you can catch it right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star beginning at 7 o'clock, right after the Blitz.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's a long-winded Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix.
I feel like I'm back in TV. Everybody wants to cut my time.
What, does that make me Bill Taylor?
Yes, basically.
Partly cloudy.
50% chance.
Might rain.
You sound just like him.
Uh-huh. Yeah, my predictions are like the weather, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong most of the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely true. And they will be again tonight, by the way.
Call it how I see it. Let's talk about it in the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
You know, we made a beer bet on this earlier today. I'm taking Miami tonight. Reinagel is taking Boston. Why? I don't know.
They found some hearts.
Where?
Well, I don't know where they found it
flea
from.
market in South Beach?
Well, perhaps. You never know. Look, I just think they've been embarrassed, and I think they've heard it for the last 2 days, how they didn't show up, how they have no heart, how they quit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, bottom line, you got some young men here that are competitors, and they don't want to go out like that. Nobody wants to get swept.
Well, I mean, at least Marcus Smart is saying all the right things.
Same mentality. Just want to go home for it. So, I mean, at this point, we have nothing to lose. We just got to go out there and leave it all on the court.
You feel good about tonight?
Feel very good about tonight. Don't let us get one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Just don't let us get one. So don't let us get one. There you go.
Yeah.
Miami's quaking in their boots.
Oh, don't let us get one. I mean, Jaylen Brown got the same memo.
Don't let us win tonight. That's our mindset. Let us get one. We feel confident. So we're going to come out and play free, play ready, and it should be fun. Backs on the wall. It's a winner go home, winner the season's over type of game tonight. So definitely got to leave it all out there. Definitely got to come with that fight mentality, and definitely can't have any regrets on the court.
All right. Oh, wait. Sorry, Jaylen. Can we play that again? I want us to play a game. Can we count the various cliches he was able to use there in about 18 seconds?
Don't let us win tonight.
One.
That's our mindset. Let us get one. We feel confident. So we're going to come out and play free,
two,
play ready, and it should be fun. Backs on the wall.
Three.
It's a winner go home, winner the season's over type of game tonight. So definitely got to leave it all out there. Definitely got to come with that fight mentality.
Seven.
And definitely can't have any regrets on the court.
Eight.
It's not over till it's over.
Not
Nine.
Nine. He got it 9.
Man, I'm disappointed that he didn't go double digits.
All right, let's listen to Marcus Smart again and play the same game.
Same mentality. Just want to go home for it. So, I mean, at this point, we have nothing to lose. We just got to go out there and leave it all on the court.
You feel good about tonight?
Feel very good about tonight. Don't let us get one.
I'm sorry.
Just don't let us get one. So don't let us get
Kevin
this
Millar?
There you go.
He got 5.
Yeah, Brown kicked his butt.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
That's the only thing he's going to win tonight. The cliche battle with Marcus Smart.
I think that was entertaining. That was entertaining. They certainly have the winner go home mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sounded confident.
Boy, I tell you, yes.
They sounded confident.
Well, they've sucked me in. All right. If
how
nothing else,
has Boston sucked you in?
If nothing else, what they just said sucked me.
Sucked you in?
It would no.
That sold you?
It's the
no
same.
No wonder the guy at Costco got you to buy the DirecTV service.
It's the same mentality that I thought the Lakers would have, and they did for one half.
What half?
Exactly. Well, I say for 3 quarters. I don't know what happened in that third quarter. They kind of lost their focus big time.
They gave up 36 after half.
Yeah, they did.
They were still eating orange slices.
So I think Boston has that same mentality tonight. They come out, they fight, and they survive tonight's game 4 and live to play another day.
I see it completely opposite. I honestly, because I thought the Lakers were going to win last night.
Yeah.
And the Lakers have been competitive throughout their series with Denver while getting swept. But when you look at Boston, they've just gotten their ass kicked over 3 games to the point where they threw in the towel in the fourth quarter of a really important must-win game for them. Even though it wasn't must-win, it was must-win.
So they'd be well-rested tonight is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, they should be. It's not like they exuded a lot of effort while they were actually on the court in game 3.
Yeah, I agree
where
with
we
you.
heard all the same things when they were down 0-2. All right, well, we're coming on the road. We're going to
They
have
didn't
to
say that.
They didn't?
They didn't.
Pledge, can you find the
I
audio
don't remember
ahead
that.
of game 3? Ahead of game 3 from the Boston Celtics. We played it here.
Pledge,
not that
yeah.
I'm asking you to go back far in the archives, but you sent me email the other day and we played audio of Marcus Smart before game 3.
It must have been while I was out. I didn't hear it. That's the problem.
You might have been, but it literally was it sounded exactly the same.
Look, I don't know. They may lay another egg tonight. It's possible. I just am giving them the benefit of the doubt because nobody wants to get swept. And look, Miami's been playing great ball, but let's keep in mind they're the 8th seed.
Yeah, Miami is the 8th seed.
Yes.
Yeah, Boston is not. Yet, they're the team that was heavily favored coming in, kind of like with Denver. Nobody respecting what Denver's doing, right? and now they're off to the NBA Finals. They win the West last night, and everybody today is talking about something besides Denver.
I know it.
Miami is this sexy story that everybody wants to talk about because you got, Jimmy Butler doing what he's doing, and Eric Spoelstra, and you got Pat Riley. You got storylines that Denver doesn't have. All right, Pledge finds audio of Marcus Smart leading into one of these games, already being down to the Miami Heat.
Excited, very excited. We get to come back and have a game 2 on our home floor. We get to come back and redeem ourselves. Try to redeem yourself. Even the series. So this is always a great feeling. It's always a great day to be able to come out here and play in these games.
Yeah, this is great.
See,
He sounded more confident there. I need the game 3 audio, Pledge.
He didn't sound. He sounded more confident in the sound bites from today.
Are you kidding?
He sounded more confident.
He sounded like he just got up from a nap.
Not at all. Not at all.
Kidding?
I didn't hear it that way.
You didn't hear him sounding like he just got up from a nap?
Miami's going to win this series. Okay? There's no doubt in my mind they're going to win this series.
Yeah.
But tonight, the Boston Celtics prevail.
Mm-hmm.
The Leprechaun.
If you had a bookie, would you call him about this game?
I would. I think Boston's even favored in this game. They're minus 1.5.
You would put real money on the Celtics
I
in
would
this
tonight.
game?
Yes, I would.
For the record, Joe's not a good gambler.
Well,
take that bet.
I'm not bad. Anybody wants to take that, just let me know.
What audio is that, Pledge? Is that something different? Okay. All right.
It's gonna. I don't know what that was either.
What was that? Was that the Joker? So the Joker last night made strange noises while celebrating the win.
No, it's just. I think it's just like you happy that you won a game. You beat really good team. When you think about, except the first game, every game was so close and every team could won it, and we just find a way to win the game. Especially we were down 15 and to come back and win the game. It was just probably happiness. I think that's the emotions.
You got to savor the flavor.
It's Taco Tuesday. the idea that I mean, I can't tell did that guy just book a trip to the NBA Finals or find out his dog didn't make it.
Dude, I didn't understand half of what he said, so I have no clue. I mean, I didn't. No offense, Joker, but I didn't understand a damn thing.
He's excited.
Well, I'm sure he is.
He's excited.
Yeah, he just had a nice piece of candy.
Question.
What, Pledge?
Joker or Jimenez watching Wemby this afternoon?
Oh, my God. Yeah, well. Wemby.
Jimenez was making noises similar too.
Yes.
But not quite. Not quite. I mean, that sounds more like the Taco Bell didn't sit well. Those aren't the noises Jimenez was making.
No, Jimenez was much more pleasurable.
He was sweaty. And then he drooled on all the, like literally the man drooled on the front of his shirt and there was a little wet spot on his shirt from the drool.
Wow.
Yeah. He was excited to watch Wemby play today.
Well,
I was excited to watch. I didn't know Wemby was playing today, but when I found out,
you were that excited about it.
Well, I mean, I was appreciated that Jimenez was updating us on Jimenez and Spence about every 15 minutes.
Well,
I don't know that Spence was thrilled with the every 15-minute update, but I appreciated it.
I didn't know. All I know is that, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of Spurs fans this way, but Wemby's going to be. I don't care if Wemby has a 5.2 rebound game with 10 turnovers. It's going to be somebody else's fault. It won't be Wemby's, according to Michael Jimenez.
Well, the sooner you realize that, Joe, the better off we're all going to be.
I think it's comical. I mean, I do. And however you get your jollies, get them.
I mean, but honestly, the sooner you realize he's a kid, he's a rookie, he's going to have some bad games.
Oh,
right?
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is when he does, that he won't, according to Jimenez and Spence.
Mr. Flip-Flop?
He won't. It will be somebody else's fault. It'll be Pop's fault because he didn't put him in the right spot. It'll be Keldon Johnson's fault because the passes were too high. It'll be somebody else's fault.
6'9". There's no way a
just
pass
telling
is
you.
going to be too high.
He's actually 7'4", but I'm just saying.
The wingspan.
The wingspan.
I mean,
it will be somebody else's fault.
If somebody throws a pass to him too high, it wasn't meant for him. Right?
It's going to be somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
What are you saying?
That it will never be Wemby's fault if he has a bad game. I mean, Jimenez has kind of glossed over the 5 turnovers today.
It was only 5.
Only 5. 23-13.
Some of his misses were tip-ins that didn't drop.
Yeah. That's why
working on some of his tip-ins.
Yeah. If he can develop that Joker shot where Joker puts it bends back to his behind and makes that 40-foot three.
Somewhere Rick Barry's excited about that.
My gosh.
Joker's just incredible.
I mean, that's a shot that just rips people's hearts out. Because the shot clock's on about 2, and then he drains that ball. Nothing but net, by the way.
Yeah.
You think that's how Joker eats? Joker, he's
leave the man alone. His brother's gonna kick your ass.
Where's Joker from? Didn't they throw Malone up in the air last night? I heard the Jokic brothers.
The brothers, the Jokic brothers are like the Gronkowski brothers. Those boys all like to party.
Absolutely,
they're a good time no matter what's going on.
I'd like to go have a beer with the Joker. They probably had some adult beverages last night. Knowing they don't have to play for a month,
dude. And when's our next game? Next month. See you, boys.
Yeah, they could go back to training camp.
Tony Romo. Hey, guys, don't go to Cancun. Think about the run Stan Kroenke has had. His Rams win the Super Bowl. His Avalanche win the Stanley Cup last year. He's got a lacrosse team. They won a championship last year, and now his Nuggets are going to the NBA Finals.
Not bad. Not bad at all. And have a damn good chance of winning the whole thing. It's the first time, 46-year history of that franchise that they've been to the finals. That's crazy.
I would imagine Denver right now, if we only knew somebody that's from Denver, might still have a lot of family there.
Yeah.
To get an idea of what Denver is like right now. But I would imagine that Denver is a lot like San Antonio was in 1999.
Well, I just love that. Well, that's true. And that's a good point. But I just love the fact that we sit here and complain that we haven't been to the finals in, I don't know, 9 years?
Yeah, we're spoiled. We're very, very spoiled.
We should be spoiled.
We're spoiled. And the beautiful thing about this Denver run and the juggernaut that they have built, they won't have a run like we had with Tim. They because we've got a Wemby coming to San Antonio that's going to steal all those titles.
Yeah, that's right. Even if he doesn't, it's somebody else's fault.
Well, that's a true statement.
Well, sure.
That's a very, very true statement. If you're having any issues at your house with your plumbing, your AC, you know there is one company to call, and that is Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC at 210-651-5899. At Quartermoon, they are experts at worst-case scenarios. Big job, small job, residential or commercial. If you're having any issues at the house and you're sounding like this, play the Joker audio. There you go. There you go. You know there's one company to call, and that is Quartermoon. They do not have commissioned sales reps. They'll provide estimates and second opinions. I thought you were ready for it, Pledge. They have an A+ ranking with the Better Business Bureau, and they are green certified because plumbing issues always make you go. Call 210-651-5899. 651-5899 or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
It's R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, does Joe Mazzulla still have a job?
The Cowboys complete their first week of OTAs. We'll get you all caught up. The party starts at 6.
R&R in the morning. Tomorrow at 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
It can happen in an instant. A car accident can change your life forever. From serious injuries to mounting medical bills to battling insurance companies. Accidents make life harder than it should be. If you've been in an accident, George Salinas Injury Lawyers are here for you. They're local, experienced, and ready to fight for results that make a difference. If you've been injured, don't call just any lawyer. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit georgesalinas.com.
George gets justice.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocation, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Hey everyone, Michael Kielbasa here with Kielbasa Smoked Meats. Since 1949, we've made our sausage with real smoke and honest meat to create our uncompromising slow method to craft that famous mouth-watering Kielbasa experience. I hope that when you see our product, you pick it up, take it home and try it. And if it's not the best you've ever tasted, I'll give you your money back, guaranteed. Find Kielbasa Smoked Meats in a store near you today.
The Golf Club of Texas has some of the best course conditions with the friendliest staff. The golf is great. They have a lighted driving range and practice area. While it feels like a country club, it's not a private club. It's open to the public, so bring the family into the 10 Cup Bar. It's the nicest sit-down restaurant in that area of SA, specializing in Texas food, wine, and spirits. For golf or dinner, go to Golf Club of Texas off Highway 90, online at golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Missions Baseball is back tonight at Wolf Stadium. It's AARP $2 Tuesday, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Gates open at 6 p.m. First pitch at 7:05. Go to samissions.com for tickets. We are San Antonio.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
It's time to play Stump the Experts, where today we'll try to stump Derek and Carlos, personal injury lawyers at Hilly & Solis, otherwise known as the Rexperts.
Hi, Harry. Fire away.
Carlos, how long after an accident do you have to file a personal injury lawsuit?
Well, Harry, there's a 2-year statute of limitations on filing.
Correcto, expert man. Now, Derek, if a company goes bankrupt, can you still win and collect a big settlement?
You definitely can if the company had insurance.
Hey, guys, one more question. How do you like my new baby blue suit with matching shoes and belt?
Honestly, that should be illegal.
Hurt in a wreck? You need to call the Rexperts at Hilly & Solis Law. Millions in settlements and no BS. The Rexperts are former prosecutors who are comfortable in the courtroom, and the Rexperts don't get paid unless your settlement is secured. See if your crash could turn into cash with the Rexperts, your accident injury lawsuit experts.
Experts are the way to go. Call 146-5000.
Call 1-877-RECT.
Tomorrow on R&R in the morning, do we still have basketball? We'll look back at the Heat and Celtics, or are we waiting another week? I got a question for you. Is Deron Bland the most important player on the Cowboys defense coming up next year? Now back to the Blitz. One more day and we're at a bar.
Deron
Bland.
Bland.
Yeah.
And not one of the most important, the most important.
Dude, I got to hear their argument tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Although, is he? No. Moving on. R&R tomorrow morning from 6 to 10. And Rob Thompson is right. The Blitz tomorrow at a bar, the Tin Cup Bar, which is at the Golf Club of Texas. It's the bar inside the Golf Club of Texas. They're celebrating their 1-year anniversary. We're going to be out there tomorrow, the Blitz, from 3 to 7. I plan on going there early for lunch.
Absolutely.
Maybe try to get in 9. You never know.
I would like to do that. Is there a way we could get a golf cart and just play golf and do the show at the same time?
There is a way.
Yeah?
There is a way. We could do that. We did the show years and years and years and years ago on a river barge floating down the river.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And not to be too technical, but the Comrex has a wireless capability. We were using that at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
For different things, right?
Yeah. Yes.
The problem that we would have is grumpy-ass Greg Shelton would actually have to work and maneuver around. And I don't think that Greg Shelton would be willing to do that.
No. I know he won't be willing to do that. That's too bad. When I was here the first time, way back
in the early 19th century,
they had the NBA All-Star game here.
Yes.
Right? So along with the NBA All-Star game, you get the thing in the convention center.
Yeah.
Well, the engineer at that time,
Leroy.
I mean, I was like the dude from Saturday Night Live with a satellite thing on my head, and I did the entire sports talk show that we were doing back then, walking around that and talking to people and playing games. And...
No, I remember they're called Marty units for whatever reason.
Yes.
Yeah, we used to.
So that was pretty cool.
You just had to make sure your antenna was working properly.
Exactly right.
I remember there were times where you'd be trying to set up somewhere to do something and try to, bungee cord the antenna on top of the van and different things like that. Yeah.
That was fun. I remember that. There's a 95.
Yeah, when we had an All-Star game. Brent Berry was your slam dunk champion.
He sure was.
His trophy is now a dipping bowl for like guacamole or queso. Seriously, he cut it, put a lid. It's a lid.
Nice.
It's useful.
Well, yeah, why not?
Conversation starter.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I'd like to dip a Cheeto in there.
Cheeto?
Or a tostada.
You don't go to parties much, do you?
What do you call this? A Dorito.
A Tostito?
A Dorito or
like a Julio's chip?
I call him a chip.
A chip.
Right. When you go to, a Mexican food restaurant, they bring chips and salsa.
Yes.
It's a chip.
Well, but chips can be all kinds of things.
Well, they could be.
Right.
But
you got Lay's potato chips. You got Ruffles.
No. When I say chips, I mean chips
you
and salsa.
would use a good Ruffle or a Lay's with a nice French onion dip. Fritos for your bean
French
dip.
Onion dip?
You go to a lot of parties. There's a lot of. I like French onion dip. I wouldn't have a problem with that. If you've got salsa, you want a good like Tostito. Like I like the scoops or the Julios, those ones that come in the yellow bag. They're good.
Well, if you got a good queso, a nice Frito scoop is good.
So you go regular Fritos in your queso.
Well, a scoop,
but the ones that say scoops on them, not the regular ones, but the ones that are designed for dipping.
Because
they're called scoops.
You can get it right.
Yeah.
So that's a scoop. And
a Cheeto is not.
A Cheeto is not, but a chip is a chip for salsa.
Yeah, but you said
or guac.
First you said Cheeto,
right?
And then you said Dorito, and then you said like flautas.
No, a chalupa.
A chalupa. Which,
tostada.
Same thing.
A tostada.
Same thing,
yeah,
right?
Says the guy that orders at Taco Bell, right? So you get but you're not dipping a tostada or a chalupa into a community dip. You're just not, because all the good stuff would fall into the dip.
Well, that's not. I meant the shell, right? A chalupa shell. If you break it in quarters, it turns into chips.
Well, it does, but that's not what you said.
What?
Literally, you said you were going to take your tostada and dip it in queso. Which generally you would take queso and drizzle it over your tostada.
I should have just said chips and salsa.
But you said Cheeto.
You never know. Have you ever tried a Cheeto and salsa?
Sounds like chicken fried steak and ketchup.
I probably have had Cheetos in a variety of things.
Sure. See,
But
you got to try different
it wouldn't be
things.
the norm. Like if you're because Lord knows you're not setting up any of the food when you're having a gathering. But
No.
Maggie would never put out some queso or some salsa and Cheetos. Maggie would never do that ever. It would never be an option for you, which
No.
explains why you have no idea what actually goes out in this situation.
I don't even really particularly like Cheetos, so I don't know why I said Cheeto. I mean, I'll eat them if they're there, but I don't particularly like them anyway. But it's chips and salsa. I don't know what kind of chips they are.
Tostitos.
That's a brand.
They're called tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips.
Thank you. See,
Yes.
they're not Tostitos.
Well, but that's like one of
But
the most
that's the
popular
brand.
brands. Or
Well, it is a brand.
Or Julio's or the
Mission Foods has a good
the Mission
tortilla
and
chip.
their tortilla strips are
Right.
fantastic.
See that?
Yeah,
There's
and
all
and their
kinds.
queso is really good.
Chips and salsa, chips and queso, chips and guacamole.
Which, if you would have just said chips instead of Cheetos, we wouldn't have been talking about this. When our rundown says we're doing the Texans OTAs,
That's why I'm talking about chips and salsa.
James Ledger pulled
Who the
like
hell wants to talk
18
Texans?
different cuts from the Houston Texans media availability
Oh,
today.
damn.
Look at the time.
Look at the time.
Yeah, what'd you do? Sports Center already?
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Fighting Wimbies. Metropolitan 92 lost a heartbreaker today in France. It's playoff time in France. Wimby had 23 points, 13 rebounds. That series now tied at a game apiece. Denver Nuggets are NBA Finals bound. Who is going to join them? The Miami Heat hope to dispatch the Boston Celtics tonight. Tip-off at 7:30. You can catch the game right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new place. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Nothing is every day.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates. It's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Babbel. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at babbel.com/TNC.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres? In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish.
Babbel, language for life. And now try Babbel for free by texting radio to 64,000. Text radio to 64,000.
With summer savings at the Home Depot, we'll get your kitchen clicking. With top brand appliances, like a new GE refrigerator with internal water dispenser for a crisp, cool glass of water every time. Or a GE oven with built-in air fryer for healthier, crispier options with no preheating. Plus, with convenient shopping in-store and online at the Home Depot, your innovative new appliances are just a click away, too. Save up to 30% on select appliances plus $300 off select refrigerators at the Home Depot. Pricing valid May 18th through June 7th, 2023. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Summer's heating things up.
outside and on the grill. Whether you're smoking a brisket or grilling up veggies, Kingsford Original Charcoal delivers the consistent performance and smoky wood-fired flavor barbecuers crave. Kingsford Original lights faster and has a long burn time, giving you the ultimate grilling experience. So grab a bag of Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford.com. Kingsford Original Charcoal lights faster and delivers consistent performance compared to nationally available charcoal in the USA.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? But taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to promote heart health and slows down sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
At the United States Postal Service, we're reinventing our network to help keep your business moving. With new shipping options to deliver better value, greater flexibility to conveniently reach your customers, more confident shipping with new informed delivery features, and new electric vehicles for a cleaner, brighter future. Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Learn more at USPS.com/moving forward.
All guests appearing on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star appear on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Buyers Barricades provides traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Tomorrow we're live out at the Golf Club of Texas at the Tin Cup Bar. We'll be out there doing the show from 3 to 7, my Friday, so come hang out with us.
So what are you saying? It's your Friday and you're going to party with all the folks?
You know, the question is, with a 7 a.m. flight, how late am I going to stay out Wednesday?
No.
The other question is, although I already know the answer, if I go home and pack tonight.
You're not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that. No. The Stars are playing tonight.
Well, so there you go. You're not going to do that. So, but you can stay and, have a couple of beers.
Do I ever leave? Look, in studio, I'm in the car. I'm on Eisenhower by 7:01.
Absolutely. As we should be.
Broadcast that has alcohol, I stick around.
Well, and it's a party out there, too.
It's going to be a party.
It's a 1-year birthday party.
They better have cake.
I hope so. Well, the good news is the fine folks out there listen. So if you're putting in your order now for cake, maybe they'll listen.
It's a birthday party.
Sure.
There needs to be cake.
I want one of those cheeseburgers.
Sounds like a pretty good deal. Do you want to put cake on your cheeseburger? Do you want chocolate cake? Strawberry cake? White cake? What are you looking for?
I'm a chocolate cake guy.
All right. With chocolate frosting?
Yeah.
Yeah. That actually sounds good.
It does.
Mm-hmm. And we have a family 4-pack of Gunslingers tickets to give away for their game coming up Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock at the Freeman Coliseum. They're taking on the Jacksonville Sharks. First 500 fans in the door will receive a Gunslinger patriotic hat because it is their military appreciation game on this Memorial Day weekend. You want a 4-pack of tickets to go see the San Antonio Gunslingers this Sunday? Just be caller number 9 right now, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Caller number 9. You'll see the Gunslingers take on the Jacksonville Sharks coming up Sunday out at Freeman Coliseum.
They've been gone for like a month, haven't they?
They played a game, and then they've gone on like the world's longest road trip.
Yeah.
And now they're back.
Well, that's good. Sunday afternoon at Freeman Coliseum. That's the building that just, stands the test of time.
It does.
It really does. Always been a fan of Freeman Coliseum.
It's a fun, it's an older building.
Yeah, it is.
But the intimacy of it, there are no bad seats in that place.
There are none.
Whether you're going to an indoor game, I remember when I was broadcasting Iguana's hockey games, and you walk around that upper level and they got that little lip that sticks out. That's where we were as broadcasters. It was, there's not a bad seat anywhere in there.
I loved it. I used to love going to Iguana's games. You talk about a party.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was not, hockey was secondary. It was a party. in the Hemisphere Arena.
Look,
so
man, you had beer, you had fights, and sometimes a hockey game broke out.
absolutely. So the iguanas that was fun. A lot of fun.
Oh, Paul Jackson.
Oh my gosh.
Brian Shantz.
Brian Shantz,
who's like now a big time realtor here in town.
Well, good for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See him every now and then.
Brian Shantz.
Dale Henry.
Yeah.
Who I believe still runs the Ice Center.
Boy, they took it easy on you as a broadcaster.
What do you mean?
Those names. You could have had a name that was about 3 feet long and no vowels.
Well, there's a lot of those. That's why I'm not dropping them out right now. Dave Lilac.
Oh, that's easy.
Jim Sprotter.
That's easy.
There is Gorski. That's what we called him. I couldn't tell you what his whole name was.
Yeah, no. No, those were fun. The iguanas are San Antonio's first taste of hockey.
Mm-hmm. Well, Tony Umensky.
Tony
the original
Umensky.
broadcaster there.
Absolutely.
He went and did that year with the Dragons, which is why I got to do the year with the Iguanas when we had 2 hockey teams playing at Freeman Coliseum at one time.
Controversy.
Oh, it was bad.
It was
bad.
The controversy.
Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Good stuff. So, Michael Jordan. Oh, Michael Jordan. Do you figure he financed this or just pulled out his wallet?
Just pulled out his wallet.
He bought a rare Hennessy Venom F5 Roadster. I didn't even know what that was. I Googled it.
I still don't know what that is.
It's the world's fastest and most powerful convertible with a top speed of 300 miles an hour.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Michael Jordan just spent $3.5 million on a new toy.
Well, he can do that. And anybody seen the movie Air will know why he can do that.
Yeah, one day of shoe sales.
Yeah, easy. So that's why Michael is Michael. Rudy J sent out a great deal last night. Did y'all see that? It was right after the game was over, and I can't remember what it said, but it was a picture of Michael Jordan looking at this and then laughing his head off as soon as the Lakers were dispatched.
Yep.
So good job, Rudy. Michael's the man, and always will be.
Michael is the man.
He always will be.
Sorry, LeBroom.
And there it is right there. So it just says good night. And it's hilarious. So there's also another meme going around. It said Tim Duncan at 38 holding a trophy.
Uh-huh.
Who was the other guy? There's another guy at 38 holding a trophy, and then LeBron at 38 having Joker just blow right by him.
That makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's funny.
Sorry, I got distracted. The Stars game coming up on ESPN. They're doing the warm-ups right now.
Dude, you got 33 minutes
until the puck drops. Yes.
So you got plenty of time.
No,
concentrate.
I got 18 minutes left in the show.
Concentrate.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right.
Yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's who it was. So both of those guys at 38, and then LeBron at 38. Go ahead, Pledge. There it is.
Nuggets
LeBron just watching
the Lakers.
Watching the Joker blow right by him.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm never been a huge LeBron fan, although I respect him immensely.
Here we go.
But last night he played his butt off.
He did.
I mean, you got to give him credit.
Yep.
Played his butt off.
I feel like a butt coming.
No, he played his butt off.
All right.
But I don't want him in San Antonio with his son. He can go play somewhere else and turn that into a circus.
So something happened today that I don't know that I've actually heard happen. The Houston Texans head coach, the new guy,
right?
D'Amico Ryans. D'Amico Ryans. OTAs are going on.
They are.
And I want you to listen carefully to what D'Amico said when talking about the importance of having Case Keenum in the building, in the room, working with all their quarterbacks.
Keenum has been outstanding, I think, for both Davis and CJ. Keenum
stop it right
awesome.
there. Hey,
he's been great to have.
That might be the first time I've heard D'Amico Ryans utter the name Davis.
Yeah, who is this Davis fellow we're referring to?
Honestly, he gets the job, and it's almost as if they forgot Davis Mills was around. But he actually said his name today. Now, for the record, to be fair to D'Amico Ryans, if he has said it before, I've not heard it.
I haven't either.
It's not like that, even though James Pledger sends us Texans audio every day ad nauseum, way more than we will ever play on the show. He spends so much time inefficiently breaking down Texans audio that will never make the air on any of the shows.
Well, he wants to hear it.
But he's hearing it, so he calls it work so he can keep up with his team.
Sure.
I get it, but it's very inefficient use of his time. But I don't know that I've heard Nick Caserio say Davis Mills' name since the season ended, and I sure as hell haven't heard D'Amico Ryan say Davis Mills' name until today. I don't know that he knew him, but Davis Mills was talking today, and he's just not willing to give up his starting job to CJ.
Yeah, I'm competing for that starting job. I mean, since I've been drafted in the NFL, I've been in competition. I don't think anything's going to change, but I mean, it's been great getting to know CJ so far. He's an extremely hard worker, and it'll be good to see how we go out there and compete every day and make each other better.
And that is what Davis Mills sounds like, because I know you haven't heard that guy talk either, even though he was a starter for a year in the NFL.
Well, I just have bad memories of one Davis Mills and Brandon Cooks, and I'll never get over that touchdown against Indianapolis.
But you've never heard him?
On 4th and 30, or whatever the hell it was, with no time left.
3rd and 30 was the Cowboys game with T.Y. Hilton.
Well, it was a 4th down play, though.
It was 20. It was 20 yards.
20. What difference does it make?
Well, 10 yards.
Well, he threw it a lot farther than 30 yards.
But really,
cost me a lot of money.
20 yards and 30 yards is actually 10.
Sincerely, what is Davis Mills going to do? I mean, he's not going to go to the practice squad. Are the Texans going to trade that dude?
You can keep 3 quarterbacks now. He's the emergency quarterback.
Dude, come on. They're not going to do that. I mean, Davis Mills, no matter what you think of him, played for a really crappy football team in the Houston Texans.
With a really bad offensive coordinator.
Yes. And so I have to believe that there's an NFL team that will give Davis Mills a shot at being a backup or, competing for a backup spot, something.
And you're right. I think if you're Arizona right now, you're looking at your options while Kyler Murray is hurt. Davis Mills might be a better option.
Might be.
And in all fairness to Davis Mills, he probably is an NFL-worthy quarterback that was in a bad situation last year.
Absolutely.
Change his situation, and who knows what he can turn into. But I appreciate him saying I'm still competing to be the starter.
I do too. You got to respect him for that.
I mean, but what do you expect him to say?
Well,
he went to Stanford. He's a smart kid. He knows he's smart. He's read the writing on the wall. He's probably been told, you didn't buy, did you? You know a good realtor? Because, we've got one. We've got a sponsorship deal with the moving company. If you need them, they'll give you a 10% discount.
For Davis.
But in reality, he's not going to be the starter. And if they went with anybody not named CJ Stroud, it's going to be Case Keenum.
Well, of course it is. But look, I got to believe Houston's not going anywhere, right? They're building. Why do you not start CJ Stroud day one? I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't.
Well, because the NFL, talking to the media playbook, says on the 23rd of May, after your first OTA practice, you don't name a starting quarterback.
The fall comes, that's when we'll talk about starters and who are the best 11 men to go out there to help us win games.
Yeah.
You don't name a starter. You don't draft the guy number 2 overall and not play him, especially when you're rebuilding. You don't. You guys got to get in there and play. Hey, let him take his lumps. Throw him to the wolves. See how he can do. Keenum's there if you want to go that route. But Keenum's not. They didn't bring him in to be the starter.
The savior.
The savior, yeah.
The savior.
He's in to be the school teacher for one CJ Stroud. The professor.
Yeah, it's his coaching intern year.
That's exactly what it is.
Exactly what he is doing. All right, Pledge, does that satisfy your Texan segment for the month?
Look at that. We got a thumbs up. How about that?
We'll talk hockey and hoops as we continue here on the Blitz.
When traveling to see A&M in College Station, make sure you bring along the guys from 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Listen anywhere on the Odyssey radio app.
Is it time for a new lawnmower? Visit the Crush the Summer sale at Bill's Tractor and Equipment. Bill's Tractor and Gravely have teamed up to bring to you incredible savings on zero-turn mowers just in time for the summer season. Gravely mowers are designed for exceptional comfort and built for dependability. 0% financing is available on select models with approved credit. Bill's Tractor has been helping Texans with their mower and equipment needs for over 35 years. Come by Bill's Tractor and test drive a new Gravely mower or go to billstractor.com.
There's a right way and a wrong way to fight off mosquitoes. Karate chopping the air, in a public place, in front of your kids and their friends, Mom, is the wrong way. Using STEM mosquito repellent is the right way. STEM effectively repels mosquitoes by harnessing active ingredients found in plants, like lemongrass and peppermint, making it safe for use as directed around people and pets. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science, and embarrassment-free.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2023 Bank of America, N.A.
It's patio season, so get over to the Roo Pub at 281 and Redland Road to enjoy the great South Texas weather. As always, ice cold beer and specialty drinks. Happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6, and the kitchen is open late until 2 a.m. every day. Add the Roo Pub into your lunch rotation with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. You know there is no better place to watch a game, and they always have all the fights. The Roo Pub next to the Angry Elephant, 281 and Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
I was in a terrible accident with a commercial vehicle. I had to have surgery on my back. My life was turned upside down and I was completely screwed. Then I called the Force, the Davis law firm. Jeff personally handled my case. After expenses and attorney fees, I received $397,988. It's really true. Jeff was here for me.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you were injured by a car or large truck, call me at my San Antonio office at 444-4444. That's 444-4444. There's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Missions Baseball is back tonight at Wolf Stadium. It's AARP $2 Tuesday, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Gates open at 6 p.m. First pitch at 7:05. Go to samissions.com for tickets. We are San Antonio.
Live life to the fullest. You hear it all the time, but it's easier said than done when you're in pain, right? Hey, it's James Pledger with 941 San Antonio Sports Star, and QC Kinetics is in the business of giving people back their quality of life and providing much-needed relief for chronic joint pain. And not just providing that relief, but doing so in the most non-invasive way possible using regenerative treatments from your body's own natural biologics. Where's your joint pain? In your knees, hips, shoulders, or back? Well, QC Kinetics concentrates these impactful treatments right at the source of your pain, directly applying healing properties where you need them the most. And best of all, you walk into the office and then right out after treatment. No surgery, no downtime, and patients are raving about the results. So what does living life to the fullest look like for you? Finally being able to play golf again, hike, walk your dog, enjoy time with your family? Whatever it is, don't wait another day. Get started today with a call to QC Kinetics for your complimentary consultation. 210-571-0318. 210-571-0318. That's 210-571-0318. Locations in Hollywood Park, Westover Hills, and New Braunfels.
Cowboys are on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Quick reminder, tomorrow we're live out at the Golf Club of Texas, the Tin Cup Bar. We expect to see everybody out there. It's a birthday party. You can bring gifts. Actually, no gifts required.
Well, they could bring me one if they wanted to. It'd be all right. I accept gifts.
Absolutely. I mean, Joe loves his Cheetos and Rico's Nacho Cups.
You know, you make one mistake around here and people just never let you forget it.
What? I mean, that's what you said you like.
Well, that's the first thing that came to mind was a Cheeto. And actually, I'm not a huge Cheeto fan.
But Cheetos with cheese probably is pretty good. I mean, there's already a lot of cheese on Cheetos.
Probably will be.
Where the cheese in Cheetos
Now,
comes
the hot
from.
Cheetos are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the hot.
Well, you know.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Come on. Bring it.
You're a wiener.
Yeah.
When it comes to hot things.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes.
Quit being a wussy.
I mean, dude, I mean, those flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Can't do them.
They're good.
My daughter loves those. There's snacks she brings in. She knows I won't eat them.
Well, anything like that, like the spicy pork rinds are good.
Yeah,
like those too. Spicy beef jerky. You had some of that.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
There's certain spice I can
right,
deal with.
okay, I got you.
And that's the thing. Like today, my lunch, I got some jalapeno poppers.
No way.
They were good.
Wow.
Absolutely. Arby's has underrated jalapeno poppers.
How about that?
Go figure.
Underrated jalapeno
Well,
peppers.
you don't generally think Arby's and jalapeno poppers, do you?
What are overrated? Jalapeno poppers.
You don't think, look, I'm driving in today. I don't know what we were talking about the other day or this, I don't know, but for some reason I wanted the beef and cheddar from Arby's is what I was craving. So I go over to the Arby's on Paramvidal. Get the sandwich, and they've got poppers on the menu. So I'll try those. They were good. I love poppers like
nice.
that. Eat poppers all the time. They're good. But they got the poppers in the bag, but no curly fries. Son of a
wow. They forgot your fries. Did you order the combo?
I didn't get a drink.
So there you go.
But I did order because their curly fries are half the reason why you go there.
Well, sure.
Is the other night we did the Arby's frozen curly fries in the air fryer, which were good. Absolutely, they're so good.
They sell those at HEB?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they sell them. It's in the frozen section.
Oh,
which is the part of HEB you walk in where it gets a little bit cold.
Yeah, it does.
And you got to open up a door.
Yeah,
they sell them there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so kind of wanted some of those more than anything.
They taste the same.
Well, I wouldn't know because they didn't put any in the bag today. But literally, I didn't want the combo because I didn't. I'm coming to work. I don't need their drink. But I ordered the small curly fries, the beef and cheddar, and the jalapeno poppers.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. That's not bad.
I guess so. Not bad. 2 out of 3. Oh,
but I did not order the combo. But on my receipt, it did show fries.
Well, they probably were confused. So why the guy didn't want to drink, he probably just ordered the sandwich.
Yeah, but they charged me for the fries anyway.
Right.
I did order those separately.
Well,
because it was the small, medium, or large. Just small. I just need a couple of them.
Well, you should have checked the bag.
I should have.
You're not a bag checker.
I'm not a bag checker.
I'm not either, and I don't get it.
And I should be.
Well, and you should
because it's my fault. You drive off and your bag's not right. That's on you.
Well, it irritates me, though, when I'm behind somebody who's checking their bag. It's like,
wait, hold on. Wait a minute. That irritates you?
Yes.
Yet you're the guy that will leave your car at the gas pump and walk inside while people are circling around looking for an open pump?
Well, I just hate that because they put the bag down, they're digging through it, looking at them like, my food's sitting up there getting cold.
Your food isn't even up there yet.
I feel like it is once I drive to the window.
But you're the guy that will be mad at the guy checking his bag to make sure that the guy got it right.
Odds are.
But you'll leave your car, pump gas, and then walk inside, leaving your car at the pump.
Yes. Odds are.
Wow.
I'm not going to inconvenience anybody like the person ahead of me checking their bag is inconveniencing me.
And that's ultimately all that matters.
Well,
Do not inconvenience Joe Reinagel, and life is good.
Exactly. Because, again...
Do you not ever check your bag?
No, and I probably should. But I don't because, well, I don't want to irritate the dude behind me.
But you'll irritate the guy at the gas station.
If that's the thing, yeah. Because by the time you get in the car, drive to a parking spot, I mean, what's the point? Might as well go somewhere else.
What's the point is you freed up the pump for the next guy.
It's 5 minutes, Jason.
5 minutes while you're looking for a pump.
5 minutes.
Wasting gas.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. 30 minutes later, you walk out of there.
It's not like being at Buc-ee's where you leave your car parked there for an hour.
But you do that too.
I do.
But they got a gazillion other pumps, and they're all full, always.
Always. But there's no place to park. So if you get a good pump,
well, there is.
Spot,
the back 40 over by the trucks.
I'm not doing that.
Because that would inconvenience Joe.
If you get a good pump parking space, you take advantage of it.
Dallas Stars, Las Vegas Knights tonight. Who are you taking?
Well, the Stars better win.
They better win.
This is a game they really need to win.
You could almost call this a must-win hockey game.
Almost, but not quite.
I mean, it would be really nice for they have lost 2 games in overtime. Losing game 2 the way they did, that was a brutal loss.
They're in Dallas tonight.
They are in Dallas tonight.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Now, the Boston Celtics are facing a true must-win game.
Yes.
They are.
Yes.
And I believe they'll get it.
Miami's going to win tonight.
Okay.
We're going to have another sweep in the conference finals.
I just don't think
We're
so.
going to have an 8 seed advance to the NBA finals.
Wow.
There's going to be a party on South Beach tonight.
No kidding.
There's going to be a party at the Golf Club of Texas tomorrow. The Blitz, we're going to be live out there tomorrow. Show starts at 3 o'clock, but I plan on getting there early enough to have lunch.
Absolutely. You have to.
And
The food's delicious.
We'll have show prep.
Yeah, okay. But the food's delicious.
We got basketball coming up next here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. If you're on 281 going to 16-4, clear out of the way. I'm in a hurry to get home to watch hockey. Move out of the way.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Follow Jason at Jason Menix and Joe Reinagle at